I'm going to unmute us now because our intro's ending. And we're all going to say, hello, everybody. Hello. And I'm going to have to fix the layout really quick. It looks jank here. Everyone look away. Everybody watching this stream right now, don't look. Please.
I can't see the janky right now. It's still just showing me the rocks.
Oh,
I'm looking at rocks
yeah,
right now.
I only see me.
All right, there we are. This is mostly fixed.
Oh yeah. I love it. Jesse's like between two screens.
Jesse, between two screens with Game Over Jesse. That's the new hit show coming to HBO.
Between
Hi,
two
everybody.
friends.
Welcome, everybody. Everybody watching this. We have a lot of people showed up nice and quick. Although I guess we started late actually, so they showed up on time or even late themselves. This is not the Hylian Games Cast episode 156. Today we're actually just streaming some Mario Kart because of reasons. Now, if you guys recall, last week on Monday, it was last week Monday, right? We did part 1 of this. We were raising some funds for our pal Game Over Jesse, who is here with us tonight on his phone. He's dialed in to get his laptop replaced because his computer, it died. It went all the way dead. So, you know, we're just hoping to push him over. We made a lot of progress towards our goal last week as well, between the actual podcast episode and our last Mario Kart stream. So we're hoping today that we'll push him over the edge. But first things first, we got a thing that's in the stream title that we'll get to in a second. But I'm not alone. I'm Daniel. I'm joined with, directly below me on the stream, Kayla, aka 𝗬𝗵𝗲 𝗬𝗵𝗲. And at the very bottom, you will see the Geek Apprentice.
Hello.
And the dude who's got his hair up, kicking back, chilling, Game Over Jesse.
Hi.
How's everybody doing?
Thank you for inviting me. It's an honor to be here with you guys.
To be here
He's
on
our
your own
special
channel.
guest.
Special surprise guest. I think before we actually get into racing or doing anything else, we need to address what day it is tomorrow, which is Jesse's birthday. Which means we have to sing happy birthday.
Agreed.
I think it's mandatory at this point.
Absolutely. And Geek has confirmed that happy birthday is now free. We're allowed to sing it.
That's true. That's true. Before we sing it, how's the audio, guys? Everyone listening on the stream here or watching us, let us know if the audio is bad. If it's
about to get loud.
Yeah, if it's loud, if it's janky, if it's too quiet, if it's echoey or anything like that. But should we do this? Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jesse. Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
I'm so glad that the three of us came together for the world's worst birthday song.
I was like,
Not embarrassing.
why are we
at all.
not in sync?
It's better that way.
Honestly, video call happy birthday songs never work out. They always turn out like that for some reason.
They do. It's better
I
that
was
way.
prepared to do harmonies and everything. And I was like, wow, I can't even remember the melody.
I mean, Geek is definitely probably the best singer here out of all of us. So I just tried to lean as far into the cringe as I could, to be honest. So.
I normally meow when I sing instead of singing, so.
Oh. I'm gonna actually join this tourney now that Tube set up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's 3 of us in it right now.
There's 3 of us.
I'm racing while I was trying to sing.
I had the code.
Stinky Burger time.
I had the code on screen this whole time, and I guess no one else joined, so I'm kind of surprised about that. But
Alright, so Daniel, before you begin, I do want to say, because I'm on my phone, I won't be here
oh, Jesse.
for the rest of. But I may join in a little bit later. It's just I don't want to curse everyone with the audio that happened last time.
You know what? The audio wasn't terrible. I rewatched some of the podcasts last week, and I don't think the audio was terrible. to be honest.
But I will be in the live. I will be in the live chat, but I will return shortly, maybe. But before you, I'm just telling you before you join, so you can adjust the layout before you start.
Okay. No,
Are you
that's
leaving now?
Yes.
Okay, bye, Jesse.
Okay. Well.
I don't
was
know.
nice
But
having you.
I will be in the live chat.
Okay. That's fair. I'll
Man.
stop posing as you in the live.
I hope Hank Hill shows up today.
Hank Hill better. I see we got Natsu's fish, me here as well.
The blob fish has shown up.
The
I have a
blob
crown
fish.
for a little bit. I
Um,
swear, if it lands on Baby Park,
Also,
I'm not playing.
yeah, better not. I do not like Baby Park. Kayla, did you want to put the
Alright.
code in the chat as well?
Love you guys.
Yes. I got it. I got it. I got
yes.
it.
praise the good Lord above. I actually don't really like this course either. but it's better than
Everyone,
Baby
I am posting. That is the code, so you can come play Mario Kart with us.
Mm-hmm.
We got space left. I disabled the computers, so just join.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet beans. Well, I'm glad he could join. I'm glad Jesse could pop in, even however briefly, so that we could harass
Good. We
him
got to
with
sing him
our
happy birthday.
terrible rendition of Happy Birthday.
Oh, you know my favorite version of birthday wish songs?
Which one?
Oh.
This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. Hey,
I love that.
Okay, that's good. That is good.
that's what the restaurant's called Olive Garden would do near us for the longest time.
Oh,
grand.
yeah.
It's
I always feel
not
kind of bad for restaurant employees that have to like go sing happy birthday. Like, what is it,
Yeah.
Montana's? They put that ridiculous moose like antlers on you and they sing happy birthday.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh, do they?
No, I was at Olive Garden this past Sunday with my grandparents, my uncle, and one of my cousins.
Mhm.
We're not kidding. Within a 20-minute span, there were 5 different birthdays around us that had to all be sung. We were like,
Oh my gosh, that's too many. That's too many.
I think my favorite, there's like a video circling around where they're singing happy birthday and Shia LaBeouf is like sitting in the background also singing happy birthday to them.
Oh my gosh, imagine not realizing that Shia LaBeouf is singing Happy Birthday to you.
Right?
That's wild.
I can't believe I'm in 9th right now. My heart hurts.
oh,
You know, I was in first.
oh no. I was,
However, briefly. And I just.
I
yeah.
got burger with the red shell, and it felt great.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
didn't feel
get
great
'em.
for me. It did not.
Well, I wasn't supposed to. I didn't do it so you'd come in first.
Who's Arlie?
I don't know, actually.
Wow.
just
Oh my
nailed
gosh,
you.
I thought that was the last lap. I'd like I totally just like dropped my controller and I was like, that's it, that's the race.
No.
I've done that before. I'm like, oh yeah, we're done, and then I'm like, wait a minute.
They were, in fact, not done.
I cry.
I'm so sorry.
I was doing
I don't know who's in first, but I hope you and
Last I saw, it was Birdman at first.
Bird. Yeah, he
yes,
definitely
someone
got
playing as Link, Breath of the Wild Link. I don't know who it was.
Aw, baby Luigi just took my thing. I'm sad.
Ugh.
Alright, well, I'll slide in a respectable 3rd place. I will,
Oh, I'm in
I'm
9th
not sliding into
currently. Oh, I'm
anything
in 8th.
respectable.
respectable
I got to
3rd.
6th.
It's respectable. So while we're racing here, I want to remind everybody that there's a link in the description of the video. It's it actually says in the description Capt Bergerson on the link, but that's the donation link for the donation goal at the top of the screen there. And all that money is going to go towards getting Jesse his new laptop, which we're almost all the way there, because I think he said, well, no, he didn't say, no, I know that we have some money as well that's not counted in that. So between that and whatever we can make today, we should be good there. So, you know, and if you're like, I'm feeling a little generous because also it's Jesse's birthday tomorrow, you know, just putting that one out there. Maybe you are. Just, you know,
Great birthday gift for him.
just a little birthday gift. Get the man his new pooter. His new pooter.
Yeah, his new pooter. I quit my full-time job today, so I will not be giving him more money.
That's fair. Well, you did like what? Almost like $200 already. So I mean, there's
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I didn't give anything.
That
$200 Canadian.
And you know, if you can't, like, no worries, like, no pressure to anyone.
I was like, just
do what you can.
hanging out, playing games with us.
Yeah.
That's true. Good
Yeah.
for those analytics. I can't remember the word.
Yeah. Give the man some ad revenue.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Let's try to not come in 8th this time.
Why? I'm in 8th right now. I'm feeling good.
All of my
Yeah?
shots.
Damn, that was like the sickest drift I've ever done.
Sweet. I'm gonna say this course is not great for having mushrooms. There's a lot of
Gotta
bends.
go fast.
There's a lot of bends and twists.
Oh yeah, no. There are so many courses that I'm like, I don't want to go faster on this one. I need to control.
Oh my gosh, right?
Oof.
Especially my mom. Ooh. I mean, you don't want her trying to go fast on anything, but
Oh no.
she's watching this. She could be like, hey.
Dave talks about my Mario Kart skill.
She knows it's true.
Yelp to betrayal.
She like called me out in my video today because I mentioned how like she would try and tell my brother that I had to 100% all of the worlds in
Oh.
Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah.
That's
And
no small feat.
I was like, that never lasts. It never lasts. We get through treasure trove code and then by collector's crab and we're like, nope. And she comments and she was like, did I not ingrain into you? You must 100% everything. And I'm like, Mom, you don't 100% everything. And she was like, that's different.
I didn't know she was.
Could you?
Well, I was gonna say I didn't know she was such a hardcore completionist, but she's not even, I guess.
Only about Banjo-Kazooie. But
Alright.
she was like, it's only clankers I don't do. And I'm like, well, Rusty Bucket Bay, when have you ever seen Dolphin? And she was like, that was in private text. Not in
Dolphin? I thought he was a shark.
Is he a shark?
In Rusty Bucket Bay, I thought it was a dolphin that you
Oh
said.
no, that's definitely a dolphin. Sorry, I had my maps confused. Wow, I am upset. I hope you all
Oh,
suffer.
We are all suffering.
Again.
Suffering. I came in 5th. That's a little bit better.
10. I went from 3rd to 10. I did not.
Oh,
Did not do good.
bad. I'm like sitting by Birdman, and he's just like fist pumping.
Yeah, my character at least was waving for once. Y'all usually make Toadette cry.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, GG all of y'all. All of y'all. And these are all good choices.
I was gonna say they're all bad choices.
Oh, really?
To say I wasn't really decided on any, so that's why I did random.
Oh yeah, a lot of people are picking random with this selection. The dolphin one, I guess, or the dolphin shoals or whatever it's called, seems to be the winner, the popular choice.
All blue.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Oh, one
someone
vote
went
for
the
the
sherbet.
ice one.
Yes, Tetra, I did quit my job today, but I still actually have another job, so I'm not technically unemployed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
And-
just working
whoa.
less.
Holy.
That's like a double perk though. The satisfaction of quitting a job you don't like, but also like, but it's not like completely, oh, I don't have anything. I am
Yeah.
still making some money.
Yep, exactly.
That's good. This
It
is
is
real good.
Jerome,
What's up, homie?
thank you for the donation of $100 just to kicking the stream off with a good note there.
Oh,
That's incredible. Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Jerome.
Oh,
That's incredible. That's
A true
incredibly
homie.
generous. A true homie. It's true. It's true. We all need a homie like Jerome. A Jerome, if you will.
Jerome, yeah. Oh no. Jerome, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make
Are
fun of
you
you.
the-
I'm calling you a homie. That's a good thing.
Oh my god.
Look, I'm just saying, if you have the choice to be like Jerome, you should take that opportunity. I just got bodied for the red shell though.
You're welcome. That was 100% me.
Oh no. By the way, if Jerome goes by another username, like, and they're in the YouTube chat or something, or just say
Let
hi.
us
We love
know.
you. Appreciate
yes.
you.
LS.
Tell us who you are.
There's a peep show. Did not even know there was a Ow! You stole my freaking stuff.
I meant to throw that behind me, and I threw it forward.
Oh,
I had a big old bomberino.
Bomberino.
Margaret, it was you that stole it.
Hmm? Yeah, my bad.
Because I just saw you reappear.
My goodness! Ah!
Woo.
Just so cruel. Oh, no. No, 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 no.
Like, no! Oh, no.
You was
Oh,
thinking.
I am in last. Give me a bullet bill.
Aaron.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Is that our Aaron?
Hey,
Is that-
Aaron. Yep, that's about
Yeah.
Batman.
Ah, nice.
Batman Aaron.
Sorry, Aaron.
Why do we have more than one Aaron?
In my stream, there's more than one Aaron because there's also Alpha, who's named Aaron. He's also a patron.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I hit the thing. I'm in last. I'm in last.
Oh,
Thanks,
no.
guys.
Oh, no! I almost got nailed by a green shell. There's nothing more humiliating / satisfying.
Yes.
Which end you're on.
Yes, depending
Oh.
depending on which end of the
Why?
green shell you're on. That lightning bolt hurt me emotionally.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that in my soul.
Let's say my spirit. Ah! What if we submitted the podcast of us just this? They can't see it. It's just us going, ah!
Ah, oh no.
That'd actually be so funny. I'm in last now. Army passed me.
Alright.
Okay, Rin
Just
in the
kidding,
chat
I got a
said,
bullet bill. Now I'm
so
at
the
7.
evil laugh is coming out.
Oh no. Rin in the chat said that that this track's music makes her think of a sitcom intro, and I think that is I think that is accurate and hilarious. I just put
10
it
out
out.
of 10.
I can totally see it. Mm-hmm.
I can't really hear mine because if I turn it up, like I can't like hear y'all and this at the same time. So if I turn this up, it'll do things on y'all's.
All
Something on
three
my
of
TV.
these are really good
No,
tracks.
no, no! I was trying to click Animal Crossing and my drift warped me back.
Wait,
Wait,
Animal
there was an
Crossing?
Animal Crossing one?
No, it's
Yeah.
not those tracks. It's like Hyrule Circuit, the music park, and
It kicked me out.
yeah, you're
It
out.
kicked me to a different room.
Oh no. Oh no.
There's only 2 of us.
The Mario Kart servers are great. I don't understand.
Okay, I
Great.
understand like if we get more people, you need to make another room, but why kick out the people who were in the same room together?
Right? Yeah,
Also,
that's really
like,
weird.
they didn't replace you guys with anyone.
That's also true. We got 2 slots.
There's just less of you?
Yeah, there's just
Huh?
2 empty slots now.
Oh man. Well, whoever Wrecker 1 is,
Oh.
Y'all
I'm gonna
hanging
wreck
out
you.
now. And there's no computer, so it's just the 2 of you.
Oh
yeah,
no.
like Tubes and I earlier.
That is so funny.
Oh, we had this problem last time too, with people getting kicked out. It's so weird. It's so weird.
That's what happens if you do a couple of races before everyone's actually in.
Oh, we did that
Yeah,
last
but
time too. So good to know.
Because I think it basically says that you only get, like, the tournament is 12 races, so when you do more than 12 races, then you've already exceeded it.
We haven't done 12.
Well,
This is only race number 6.
Yeah, we didn't do that many.
On mine, it says it's my 6th race.
Wow, it just really hates you then.
Yeah, I
yeah.
guess.
It's because I'm from the States.
Oh. I think most of the people in the chat are from the States.
I was gonna say,
Or in
I was
the,
gonna say, most
in
of
the
us
race.
are from the States. That doesn't make sense.
pays to be Canadian. Just kidding.
I mean, in some ways. But I don't think it's related to Mario Kart.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think it is. I was like, but I like the country.
Get out of here, baby Luigi. And you, Solo Carrot.
Out of context, I was just like, what?
I love the names that people pick.
It's pretty funny, some of the ones that just come up.
Oh yeah.
It's great.
Is Mega Man keeping up with me, but they also had a gold mushroom?
Nice. Oh, I totally bungled this turn here. Oh man.
I saw that. You were like
I-
off in the boonies there.
I bungled it big time. I dingled it. Kayla, did you just
Dingle-dangle.
shred that other person? You just...
I may have
Oh,
if you got
no.
trampled by me. What? Sorry.
Oh no.
Pretty far ahead of this Wrecker 1 dude. He may have given up and been like, man, I'm only fighting her. Whatever. Ugh. Mario Kart not work?
So distracted with trying to hit early with a shell that I ran into the wall. Karma came for me.
Oh no.
Okay, now there's more people online, but not many.
What?
Oh dear.
There's only 4 of us.
Do we just keep playing until it sorts itself out?
I guess.
Ah, hey, I got Fry Guy in mine. I got Matt.
Also, I just realized that I meant
Yay.
to replay one of these alert box things because it actually someone donated before the stream started, so I'm just gonna replay the alert.
Oh yeah.
'Cause thank you,
Show us that alerty.
Solo Carrot for the donation, $5, and they're actually racing as well. I saw. So
Woo!
yeah.
I'm currently searching for players.
Me
I have
too.
no idea what's gonna happen next.
Me too. I'm worried that
We
now
got
we're
4
getting
of
kicked
us.
out. It's gonna
Got
be Geek
me, Wrecker One,
and the chat
Matt,
racing.
and Grey Mage.
There's a rift that is torn within the Stinky Burger race.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, okay, now I'm in a race with Matt and
I'm just observing now. I'm just watching.
You're observing
Toadette's.
ours?
Yeah, I'm just watching Toadette go through. Oh, that's you.
Yeah,
going through,
me.
shredding through Paris. Cliff arrived in the chat. Hello, Cliff. Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Hello.
And Tetra donated $25 saying happy birthday. Cause happy birthday,
Yay.
Jesse. Thank you so much, Tetra. Thank you so much. The Stinky Burger verse? I don't want that. To be...
This is what happens when I'm in charge of making the tournament.
I asked Kayla. Well, in fact, like last week, I made one that said "Chub will lose," and so this karma, it's karma coming around. Kartma, if you will, Mario Kartma.
Kartma.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
A red shell came by, but it didn't hit me for some reason.
You know what's? It just dawned on me that we were sitting there singing "Happy Birthday" really badly. Matthew can't hear what's going on the other side. He probably just heard from the living room me very badly singing "Happy Birthday."
Oh, same with my roommates. They were probably like, "Well, that's random.
What the?
She's engaging her vibrato right now. I wonder why." She's
Oh,
singing
no.
Happy birthday to you.
Well,
Yeah.
we did what we had to do. I have no regrets.
No. It went past me. No, let's do it.
Toadette go.
Look
Little
at her
feet
go.
reach the gas pedals.
Good question.
They're custom-made gas pedals that are... Actually, you know
Her
what?
feet aren't touching
They're
them.
not touching. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they don't need to. Maybe she's got little
Maybe
buttons
she's
on
got,
the
like,
steering
little
wheel.
hand. Yeah.
She's got little
For
buttons.
hands. I mean, it's fitting. I am short in real life.
There you go. It makes sense.
5'3". Barely.
It's so tiny.
It's the weirdest brag I've ever heard. That I've ever heard.
What?
The weirdest brag I've ever heard.
Oh.
That I'm tiny?
Yeah, 5'3". You said it with such bravado, such confidence. I'm 5'3".
Oh yeah. I know there are people who are shorter, but still.
Oh yeah.
Yay, I came in first. I'm really far
Yeah.
ahead.
Look at
But there was
Toadette.
also only 4 of us in this race.
Look at her.
Correct.
She's so happy. Toadette's just like, yeah, I won. All right, maybe I'll be able to get back in the race here.
Yeah, I have no idea what has happened and where everyone is.
Oh, we're back. I'm gonna
Oh.
say Animal Crossing this time.
A majority of the people are here.
Yeah, it looks great. I
But
see
not
Cliff
everyone.
signing on as well.
So confusing.
Uh-oh, Cliff is coming to body us again.
Yeah, he is. He's coming to wreck us. I still can't get over Natsu's meme.
No, it's so
This-
funny.
It's something to distract me from Daniel's me.
Yeah. It's great. I've been rocking that upside down me since like 2006. I have no plans to change it.
Oh.
Actually, it might have been 2007.
Happening, Bonnie. We all got kicked out, and now we're all in a different game. I don't know, if you leave and come back, maybe it will put you in the right one, but I have no idea. It did this last time too, like Mario Kart has a mind of its own.
No!
Did it not pick the Animal
The
Crossing?
one random and it picked Baby Park. And I
What?
hate doing it.
No!
It disconnects me when I don't do it, so I'm just gonna hold down A and not bother.
It disconnects you when you just sit there? That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I hate Baby Park that much.
It's not good. It's not a good stage. Oh, I bungled that. I don't know why people like Baby Park so much. I really don't.
This is literally all I'm doing. I'm just.
It might be because you guys hate it so much.
That people picked it specifically for that.
Absolutely,
yeah,
you know what people are.
That checks out. It's just like a series of right turns, and
it kicked me out anyway.
Really?
Oh my
man.
gosh!
Oh
It
man.
was like, you're not trying hard enough. Get out.
Yeah. We know what you're doing. You're not allowed here. Jeez, that's brutal. That's okay. At least you don't have to endure the rest of the race.
That's true. Baby Park is just the worst. I could at least let me observe.
That's
not
good.
letting me connect at all.
Really upset with you.
It's
Yeah,
mad. It's like, you messed this up. You must now suffer the consequence.
Oh, Grey Mage is here. Hello, Mage.
Oh yeah, actually that reminds me. So if you guys recall last week, I was running a little giveaway with the Zelda and Loftwing amiibo for anyone who donated last week. The winner was actually Grey Mage, by the way. So I've already sent it off.
Oh.
So yeah, I made sure it was like the next morning. That was like the first thing I did before sitting down to work, as I did the pulling of the name, and the figurative pulling the name of the hat. It was good. It was good.
Oh yeah, Cliff, I'm the one hosting it, but thank you, Rin, for posting the code.
Yes.
Yeah. Thankfully, it put me back in with y'all. Whew.
Yay!
Woo. Yeah, I asked
I got
Kayla to
lucky
set up
there.
the tourney so that just because it was a lot for me to deal with also dealing with the stream settings. So yeah.
Fair enough.
We are dancing together.
Nice. That's cute.
We were all dancing.
I like that. Which one will it be? Must be the random one, and then it. Okay, Hyrule Circuit. Oh, we already did Hyrule Circuit, but that's
Hyrule
fine.
Castle's okay.
It's
Fun.
good.
You can do Hyrule again. Ain't no thing.
It's a good track, honestly. So can't complain.
Oh yeah.
Especially if you like getting bodied by 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃.
Right.
Can't get bodied by them unless you body them first.
Ah, touche. Touche.
I just love that you collect rupees in it, you know?
Yeah, and the
Just
rupees
like
look
yeah.
really
plus
good.
one, you pick up bells.
I know, I think that's so fun.
It's like such a weird fixation I have, but I find the rupees just look really good. I'm like, wow, these are enchanting.
That's a nice looking rupee.
It is a nice looking rupee. It looks good. It legit does. It's like, wow, they. I want a Zelda game that actually looks as good as this Mario Kart track. You know?
Right?
Oof.
To me, it has a Hyrule Warriors vibe to it. I don't
It
know
definitely
why.
does.
Definitely does. Yeah. Totally.
Oh no. Oh frick.
I am
Okay.
doing
Yeah,
bad.
Fudge attack. Okay. Yeah, I will say, as much as I like Hyrule Circuit, I am terrible at it.
Yeah, especially that last like section of bends before the finish line there is
Yeah.
it's pretty rough. I was thinking.
See Daniel and Batman.
I was thinking that.
What do you think?
Just because of, I think a lot of people have really enjoyed these streams as well, and I've enjoyed us doing them. Maybe we should like even if we. Wow, I got screwed up on the jump there, and then I got stuck behind the sword.
Yeah, it's because you hit my bananas.
That was rough. Yeah, so I was like, maybe we should like keep doing streams like this, even after we hit, like, just like separate from actually trying to do the donation thing.
Totally, and especially with all the different packs coming out too, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Even if even if it's not as frequently, not necessarily weekly. I think we're all too busy to be able to do them weekly, but
Yep.
every once in a while, just like community-ize something. I don't know. Be fun. Be fun.
Yeah.
Once summer comes, I'll have more time because I'll only work 3 days a week over summer.
Oh,
Okay, that's not bad.
Oh yeah.
I know, my dream is to not be working, like, a lot during the summer, because ideally, I want to spend all of the summer swimming.
Nice.
I want to live on the lakeside.
Well, my grandparents just moved about 7 hours away, so I'm the last one of my family to move.
Oh.
So I'll be using a couple of those like 4-day weekends that I'll have over summer to drive up to see them.
Nice.
Aww.
That's awesome.
So that'll be nice.
Yeah,
Wow,
I
I did
think-
terribly.
I don't even, when does summer, like, officially start? Because I think spring only officially started, right?
Yeah, it was like and near the
Yeah.
end, like March 22nd or something. It was like start of spring, so it's yeah.
For me, summer starts when my dance studio's recital. So for me, it doesn't
okay.
start till June.
June.
8th.
Okay.
June
Yeah.
8th.
That's when my summer starts, and then it ends like September 1st.
But I think like a first day
Aw.
of summer is like close, either maybe close to end of June or something like that. I don't know. As far as
Yeah,
like
I don't
it's,
remember.
like, you know, whatever's concerned.
All I know is I need to get it together and save up and buy an air conditioner soon, because it hit like 40, almost 50 degrees Celsius in our part of Canada last year, and I thought I was gonna die.
It was. I actually
That's
did the same.
really
I
hot
just
for us.
bought 2 air conditioners like the other week for that reason, because like last summer was ridiculously hot. I actually
gosh,
I wore shorts. Okay.
Never wear shorts.
I never wear shorts. I wore shorts last summer because it was too hot. And I remember one time we were like we went to like shopping or whatever, and then we went to the gas station to fill up on gas, whatever, as you do, on our way home.
Yeah.
And then like
Yeah.
we're just sitting in there was a lineup for gas, so we're sitting in the car, and like I can feel I'm just literally dripping with sweat, like actual visible drips, and I'm like, it is too
For us Canadians,
hot.
that's bad.
It's bad, man.
Yeah,
It was-
welcome to my world.
it was so hot that summer, and it was like, yeah, it was like over 40 Celsius. I think that's, I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
Fahrenheit. But I
the
remember.
last couple of times I've like translated it or whatever.
Right.
I want to say transpose. That's music.
Right.
It's like when y'all are in like the 40s or whatever. That's like our 80s.
It might be hotter because
like that. It can be like high 80s and 90s.
I think it might be because I remember we were talking about
when we were in
this.
California, it was like 100 or something.
Yeah, and I still wore
Yeah.
pants. So just putting that out there.
Because it was a dry heat.
Yeah. But
That was-
Florida, we get wet.
we were talking about this last summer, and I remember, you know, because let's be honest, Geek, you're a little critical when it comes to us complaining about heat, just because of your own experiences. But
It's worse
I
if
remember
Gibbs is
converting
around,
it
because
into
he and I will be both be like, you don't know heat.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, oh, I looked it up, and I was like, oh, it's this such and such Fahrenheit, and then you're like, oh yeah, that is actually really hot. And I was like, okay, it's legit. If I get Geek's approval for it, that means it's actually hot. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
just remember, like, I was staying in this grungy Airbnb because some stuff happened last year. So I was, like, staying there for a week. It was during our heat wave. It was, like, 50 degrees. And there was no air conditioning where I was. So
Oh,
there wasn't
no.
even a fan in my bedroom.
Oh no.
I kept the window open all night to try and get some, like, relief from it. And I slept with frozen t-shirts on myself.
That's rough.
But if I
I
slept
say
with
I
the
can't
window...
imagine that, but I have been in that position. I will say, you know, as much as I complain about Florida, one of the things we do right is knowing our weather. It's like practically illegal to not have a ceiling fan in almost every single room.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And air conditioning, like, you're not gonna find like hardly any building shorter than
Right.
being 100 years old
Yeah, absolutely.
without AC. There was a short period of time, well, it wasn't that short, a couple years where the house my family used to live in, it was just so run down, we couldn't afford to fix anything, and like it had like mold and there was no AC.
Oh.
Like, I'd rather try to go to sleep cold than hot because
Yeah.
man, those, because our summer is like, it starts going up into the 80s around like now.
Right.
And it doesn't go down until maybe like November-ish.
Oh.
Like it's hot and it's humid and there's mosquitoes everywhere and palmetto bugs everywhere.
Hmm.
So that time was,
There
it
it
taught me
is.
to appreciate some things.
I had to look it
I did
up.
a quick Google. So I was
Oh.
gonna say 50 is 122 Fahrenheit.
I just looked up the
dang.
same thing. Yeah.
Oh,
so-
dang. I will say Florida doesn't get much past 110. That's like
Yeah.
Arizona weather. Arizona
Oh.
gets to
I
like
mean-
120.
I guess that's also part of the thing
Oh.
is like it almost never gets that hot up here. Like, so
No.
we're not prepared
That's
for it,
even
right?
rare
That's the
down
thing. Like,
here.
I had to go buy an air conditioner to get ready for the summer because like we didn't have one
Yeah.
because we've never needed one. Like, it's-
Yeah, exactly.
We've never needed one. Yes.
And I can sympathize with that. Like when it does get really cold here, the few times
Yeah.
it'll go down, like every now and again it'll go down to like maybe the 20s here. And when that does happen, we're covering our pipes, we're covering like where we're doing all this stuff, and you know, similar to if someone were to make fun of you for buying AC,
Yeah.
people make fun of us for like, oh my gosh, you guys are all bundled up, and it's like, dude, we don't have the infrastructure to deal with the cold because it doesn't
Oh, no.
happen.
Yeah,
And
no,
it's the
that's-
opposite for you guys.
The
Yeah,
last
it
couple
totally
years
is.
in Texas where they have those big power outages because of all of these like cold
Yeah.
fronts that come and they're just not prepared for it.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yep.
It's funny, on the flip side of things, I was listening to the, you guys probably know I'm a big fan of them as well, but I was listening to the Kit and Krista podcast, and
Yeah.
they were talking about, like, they were hashing out some old stories, and then at one point, it's come up multiple times, they live in California as well,
Yeah.
where they've complained about, like, oh, we were doing something, and it was so cold that day, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then they were talking about it today, they're like, yeah, we've been, like, people have been criticizing us, complaining about the cold, because really we're from California. And so yeah, these cold days of theirs that they were talking about, like 60 degrees Fahrenheit. And I was like, that's not that cold.
Oh. Even Floridians would agree that's not cold.
That's not that
That's so
cold.
funny.
Like, it was so cold that day. Yeah, they're from California. That's, I guess, cold for
I
California.
mean, I will say I'm northern Florida, so we get more of the cold than people in Miami or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, I'm not that close to the beach, but when you are closer, you know,
But you get the
You
winds.
get a decent
Yeah.
breeze.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, no, that's not. You start feeling like, oh gosh, I need to make sure I have some extra layers to like 50 Fahrenheit for us.
The work when you go traveling and you expect it to be really hot, so you pack for it to be hot, and then you get
Yeah.
there and it's really cold for some reason, and you go into the store and I'm like, do you have a hoodie? And they're like, no. Why would we have sweaters here? You're crazy.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Only shorts and tank tops.
Oh.
I will say, and I experienced the opposite when I went to my university, because it was up north where it got colder. Their summers were just as bad as Florida, I will say, but their summers don't last nearly as long. But what's interesting here is like it'll be super hot. I even know
I don't know either.
is like it'll be super hot, so we're wearing shorts when we go outside and tanks, and like there's something about the heat. You can only take off so much, and you're still hot.
That's true.
And
Yep.
it's sticking to you, and you can't do anything. But then you
So
go
true.
inside all the stores, and the stores are of course blasting the AC. So then you're going grocery shopping and you're shivering.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, it's so cold. It's so cold. But your ice cream melts by the time you get home, even though
Yep.
you're only 5 minutes away.
There's no wind.
But when I was up north, I had that opposite issue, which I had never experienced before, where I'm freezing and I'm bundling up. I have so many layers, but then I go in for class and I'm like, okay, let me peel all these layers off, and now I am sweating,
Gosh.
and now I have to take the time to put it all back on.
Yeah.
That like describes Canadian weather in a nutshell. You basically
yeah.
have to dress in layers here because you go outside and you're like, oh yeah, it's pretty cold out, and then you walk around for a bit and you're like, oh my gosh,
It's hot.
you pull layers off.
God.
And it's that time of year now where it's like if you
I'd
leave the
put me in a
house in the
different
morning,
room.
you need like a wool coat because it's so cold. And then by
Yeah.
the time the afternoon hits, you need to like layer down to a t-shirt because it's so hot, and then and then do the whole thing over
Yeah.
again in the evening. Yeah, it's like that weird time of year. It's rough. It's rough. It's weird time. It's weird.
Oh,
Why am I?
I'm-
What?
I'm
Are you
in a totally
seeing this
different room.
game with Fry Guy
Same.
attack?
Oh, I'm just
Pretzel?
watching.
Yeah.
All right.
I
guess their
got,
worlds are trying to
Carrot here.
merge.
I got
Yeah.
Solo Carrot here.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just what we're used to. Cliff saying California cold is cold to us. That's true. That's true. That's the thing. Yeah, like it's totally what you're used to, what you're prepared for. That makes a
Yeah.
difference. So, yeah.
I
makes such a
think,
difference.
I guess, and I'm only speaking as one Floridian and the Floridians that I'm around.
Mhm.
is the thing about us not having as hard of a time with the cold is because our summers are so much worse than most places. Not most places. I know Arizona gets like, you know, it gets to that 50 Celsius, but 120 hot, and you can't touch anything, you know, but it's dry. That's still unbearable, but most places, from the little I've experienced, their average is like, you know, they get to 90 and 100, but there's no humidity. You can go outside. You have to be extra careful about not getting dehydrated because your body doesn't give you the signs. Whereas here, because it's so humid and your hair is huge, you feel the signs of dehydration much
Sounds like
quicker.
you say that from experience about your hair.
Oh yes, curly hair is not not this place. But so when it does get cold here, we're like, oh praise God, because when I went to Colorado last summer, it was hot. Like it got up to 90 degrees, but I didn't mind it as much. It was dry, which my tongue was dry too, so that was kind of rough sometimes. I still started to sweat eventually, but then I came home, and the moment I stepped out of the airport, I was like, oh my gosh, I just walked into water. Like, what is this?
Oh my gosh, I had that exact feeling when I went to Toronto for the first time. I got off the plane, I went outside, and immediately was like, it was so polluted, it was so hot, it felt like I walked into water, and it felt like I couldn't breathe.
Oh my gosh.
It's so suffocating. And it's funny, because again, going to Colorado, like, I usually have to drink a ton of water in advance to be aware of the altitude. Because where I am in Florida, we're about 16 feet above sea level. Where I was going was 8,000 feet above sea level. So that was a little bit of a difference that I needed to be careful of. And people are like, man, you probably can't even breathe up there. And yes, we have cans of air, or my family has cans of air ready for me. But like, even with my asthma, it was fine. I come here and I can't breathe because it's so suffocating.
Oh man.
The humidity. But I will say, sometimes it makes the cold bite more. What's weird is a weird thing. When it's humid, the water in the air just makes the cold bite.
Oh yeah. Don't I know it? that's that Vancouver winter.
Yup.
It's different.
You like, you feel it in your bones. You get home and you have to like basically eat soup while you're in the bath.
Yeah, I get this. I feel like living in Vancouver all my life. I have this like intrinsic feeling of the weather. Like I can step outside. I'll read the weather report in the morning, whatever, to see what it's gonna be like. Then it's like, oh, it's gonna be a clear day, and I'll step outside and I can feel it, and I'm like, it's gonna rain today. I can just
feel it in your bones, you crazy old man.
Do feel it in my bones like a crazy old person. It's legit. It's a thing. I'm in tune with the Vancouver weather. It's
that's
wild.
the thing. It's the same here in Florida. It'll be like, yeah, there might be some rain today, and you look and you're like, no, it's going to rain. Or it'll be like, it's going to pour today, and you're like, dude, it's going to rain for 10 minutes. It rains for 10 minutes.
Oh my god.
Like, people are like, man, it's pouring rain. What am I going to do? I'm like, just wait inside 5 minutes. It'll go away.
Wait it out.
And especially where I am in Florida, like I've mentioned this before, we just don't get the harsh part of hurricanes. Like, it can be a hurricane category 4, and where I am, we're like, it'll be a 3 by the time it gets to us, and we're gonna get the outside, and it's gonna be fine.
Oh, that's always good though.
Yeah,
we're in like where I am, we're just such a weird pocket where we just don't get it real bad. Although last August, my family and I went to a beach house on the beach. We're not gonna pay the money to go to a beach house if we're not gonna be on the beach.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like, there's just no point to us.
Is it even a beach house if it's not on the beach? Like,
right?
Well, like, people will get them and they're like a few roads back, so you just kind of have to walk for a little bit. And like, you can't even see the beach. It's a lot cheaper, and I get that. But we also go like at the end of August when people are going back to school, so it ends up being cheaper. But another thing, the thing that happened last year is we got a hurricane. Right when we went, we're like, okay, no big deal. It was only category 1, barely. But where we were, like, it knocked our power out, and my Oma needs a CPAC thing. And so we're like calling them, we're like, you guys said you had a backup plan just in case.
Just hold that thought for a second. AJ, sorry, just donated $50. Thank you so much, AJ. That is incredibly generous. I think so. It just says AJ on here. But thank you so much, AJ. I appreciate that.
That's so nice.
I remember when you were at that beach house and that hurricane happened.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
being like, oh, is she gonna die? Like, I hope not.
No, I was
not.
totally fine, thank goodness. But like, there were points where we were sitting there. I'm in my own lobby right now. Where we were sitting there, and like, it would just be like shaking. Like you could feel the window shaking and the whole building shaking. You're like, it's like that dog in the firehouse.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is fine. Yeah. Oh no. Also, we got a super
Nintendo
chat
Academy!
from Nintendo Academy.
Ew.
Thank you for the super chat. Just passing by to show support. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh,
Oh, the Jessup is
the
coming back.
Jessup.
I was
It's
so
the Jessup.
confused.
It is the Jessup. I'm just gonna scooch the thing down because we're racing. But Jesse just kicked Geek out of the stream layout here. No, that's fine. I'll fix it in a moment. When we're not
no.
streaming. Hi, Jesse.
No geek allowed.
How you doing, buddy?
I am fabulous.
You're everywhere. Is that what?
You said fabulous, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just like, because that
How-
would be
how
a
are
very
you?
ominous thing to say. Like, how are you? I am everywhere.
I
Like,
am
what does that mean?
everywhere. Real talk, this is the best map ever because it's a Wario map.
It's actually,
End of discussion.
even if it wasn't a Wario map,
Literally
it's just a
kicked me
really
out.
good one.
That I've already done the number of matches I'm allowed to do,
Oh!
but now it has me on my own lobby.
Oh.
Oh,
All by
This game does not like me.
It does not, apparently.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I was minding my own business flying through the sky, and then I got nudged by a blue shell that was going for someone else.
you know, sometimes blue shells are worth it.
They,
Yes.
they
I
mean...
don't like blue shells.
I like throwing them. There's something like, oh no, I get, oh man, the lightning strike just sabotaged me there.
Hello, small burger. Oh my god, Jesse, turn the vibrate off on your phone.
That was free.
Oh,
Blame her.
let's say hi to Bree.
That was so loud.
You wouldn't believe it.
Haha.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sure she's heard that one before. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh dear.
One is on silent now.
I just like.
Also,
Hmm?
how's the chat?
How's the chat? Everything's good. We got some good donations
Yeah.
tonight so far.
Donation.
Donation.
Don't talk about dough. I'm not allowed to have donuts.
You're
No
not-
donuts, alright.
Good to know.
Yeah, I'm on a diet. So I'm eating crackers.
So you're eating crackers? That's not how it works.
Yeah.
I don't think that's. Yeah, that doesn't seem right.
But I walked for an
These
hour today.
crackers are
That
probably
count?
better for you than donuts are, but donuts are better for you emotionally.
Mm.
Oh, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I'm gonna eat something that has grain and sugar in it, it's gonna be good.
Right?
Gotta make it worthwhile.
Yup.
I bought
Speaking
those,
of-
Oof, there
oh,
we go.
yeah, go ahead, Jesse.
No, you continue.
Oh, I was just gonna say I got like the Pillsbury like cinnamon buns that you just have to like put on the pan and bake. I'm so excited.
That's actually
Those
awesome.
were a Christmas morning tradition in my home.
Yum.
So you guys know how I was at my brother's this weekend?
Mhm.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
sideways, by the way.
Okay, one morning, and you know how my brother, like, I think you guys have seen pictures. Like, he was always the one that was, like, for, like, fitness and stuff, and college basketball and all that nonsense.
Sure.
He'd run,
Yeah.
like, 6 miles a day, blah, blah, blah. Okay, for breakfast one morning, he was like, hey, do you want, what do you want for breakfast? And I'm like, "Okay, maybe? And then he drove out and went to Dunkin' Donuts and bought a bunch of donuts.
Oh.
Like, didn't I just tell you I'm on a diet?
Thanks, man.
And you buy donuts for breakfast?
Yeah, I guess so.
Such support.
He's trying to reward you for your
nice.
dieting efforts,
Yeah.
I guess.
And then, did I send you guys the picture of the s'mores?
Yes,
that
I
night.
love s'mores. So good.
Oh.
Natsu in the
That
chat
looked
says
great.
Daniel and my knees are such jerks. This time they were talking until someone walked towards us.
Oh, just shh, stop talking. They're coming.
So who's been winning?
Not me.
Not
me.
yeah, not me.
It
Is it
keeps
Cliff?
kicking me out.
Is Cliff playing?
Are you not able to join again?
No, I keep rejoining, but it puts me in my own room because it says you've already played the number of matches, so anything you do now won't count towards the tournament.
Oh, should we set
Maybe
up
we
a
have
new
to wait until these rounds are done.
Maybe.
I'm like, just put me in the waiting room with the other people.
Alright,
So I'm used to loading.
let me watch people play! I have to watch Burger play.
It looks like actually Birdman's been winning a lot of these races.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Birdman's been doing pretty good.
He's doing good.
Gotta love the bird.
The Burb.
Yeah.
What flavor birthday cake should I get?
What flavor
What?
birthday cake?
Black Forest.
Oh, that's a good
I don't-
choice.
I don't think I can get a birthday cake.
Why
Red
can't you
velvet.
Maybe I'll take like one bite.
Red Velvet's good too.
It's okay, you're coming in a couple of weeks, we'll eat cake.
Yeah, I
Is
was
there,
actually
is there diet
planning
birthday cake?
to get you cake when you got here, to be honest. I legit was.
Not good. Tastes good.
You know what? Junk food is best if you share it. The other day at work, okay, so this is Corner Store by my now old job. And it is like the biggest death trap because they have like ice cream sandwiches and chips and stuff. And so I was like sitting there, I was like, man, I could really go for an ice cream sandwich. And I told my coworker, and then she came up and she was like, are you gonna get that ice cream sandwich? And I was like, oh my gosh, yes, okay. So I went and bought it and I cut it in half and gave her half. And it's like, I just felt so good sharing my junk food.
I love
It was
that.
nice.
I love that. Now I
If you
kinda want
saved
ice cream
yourself
sandwich.
like 200 calories, then you get
Oh, bomb! Goodbye, Mr. Fry.
Oh no. Dang, I was doing okay.
5 times, I'm still alone.
I was doing okay in this
No!
race,
Okay.
and I got nudged all the way down.
I wonder what number we are on for races, because I'm not sure.
I have not been counting, full disclosure. So I do not know. Bree lost an AirPod. I'm sorry, Bree. I hope it turns out. Just start blasting music really loud and follow the sound.
Gosh. Someone else got kicked out with you too, Geek. I don't know who.
He's rude.
Oh no. I'm not
Okay, we finished the chosen number of matches.
Well, I'm still in here. So I
What?
don't know.
If I joined, will I be in a
joined
room
me.
with Geek?
I think
Someone just joined me.
I was not in like the first race, maybe.
Yeah, I did
So-
one race with Geek before we started playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay, no. I have friends now.
Yay.
Okay, we should probably wait, because I think this next race is going to be the last one.
Oh,
So, like,
probably.
come get out of
So,
it.
like, yeah, back out, so that way we don't start.
Oh, nope, it already started.
Oh,
Oh well.
that was really fast.
I know! It's
Well,
just
I guess I'm
three of
just gonna go
us.
spectate.
All right. All right. Can you increase the number of
We
races?
can
I think
increase
so.
it. Did I say increase it? What did I say?
It says, yeah, Tubes, it says you're in it.
I'm definitely not.
It did this last time, where it says that you're in it and it shows you there racing with your
Alright.
name.
Kayla getting possessed by its CPU.
That's concerning.
It is concerning. Very
Okay,
much so.
so Aaron, if I increase the number of races, we basically have to start a new tournament.
Well, we might have to just do that anyways.
Which we could very well do. Okay, I'm gonna make a second tournament, and I will wait until everyone is done.
Okay. This is a fun track.
So it's Matt and I, but also like Tubes, but not Tubes,
The ghost of 𝗵𝗲.
Ghost of Tubes.
right? It's like I'm not sure what to do with this. Really.
Oh, that's ah.
Oh, barrels just dropping on me. That's rude. Ooh,
Alright. I appreciate you all, but I must go now.
Jesse! Wait, don't go till the race ends, please.
Oh,
So that I can fix the stream.
No!
Okay, I can do that.
You
Okay.
can do that
Appreciate
just
it.
this one
Appreciate it.
time, maybe.
Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you.
we found the AirPod.
Oh, good. I'm glad it turned out. That's good. Those are expensive, yo. Don't want to
Yeah,
lose
and
those.
it's not like you can go out and just buy like a list of airplanes.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, it's just the one.
Yeah.
Like I remember one time at GameStop, I bought a left Joy-Con, and they were like, "I don't know if you can do that."
But they sold it to you, so I guess you can, right? Like,
They did. It was
Did they
that
just like took
yellow
one out of the box of a pair?
Joy-Con that I had. No, it was like a used one, but they had them separately, and I was like, "I'll keep the left one."
Just need a left one.
Like it was the yellow ones that came with.
Oh, that's right.
No,
'cause
arms.
You had
Remember, I had the one.
the one yellow
yellow
one and the
Joy-Con?
one gray one. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Also, Rick.
Oh,
The clerk at
yeah.
GameStop.
Hi, Rick.
I was
we should
watching
have
Rick
him in a
earlier.
moment.
He
Rick
was having
also
trouble
says,
with some vocos.
"Happy day of birth."
Thank you.
The birth.
The birth.
I don't remember what day it is today. It's Thursday, right?
It is Thursday, all
Yeah.
day, in fact.
Oh, I done goofed.
Why? Why'd you goof?
Okay, my race is done.
Says I'm searching for players. Apparently.
It will
Just
let me
Cliff
make
also
another
says-
tournament.
I can make a tournament. Just Cliff
Yay.
says you can turn
Ah.
off shuffle.
There, you
I
have
did
Oh,
turn
Cliff
off
is
shuffle,
here?
I think. Yeah, Cliff is here.
I love
Okay.
you, Cliff. You're my favorite LA lad.
You're
Wait,
my
so do you need
favorite
me
LA
to make a
lad.
tournament?
my lad.
I'm glad you specified where because I guess 𝗏𝗏 is also kind of in that same state.
True.
Yeah, you're RMFH. You're my favorite LA adjacent lad.
LA
adjacent lad. So yeah, it looks like I was just looking at the standings of the tourney. Birdman not only won, but like by a lot. It's
Ooh.
137, and
Dang.
then Natsu in second at 99. That's like a
Question
big
for you guys.
answer
Yes,
for you.
Burger. I mean, Jesse.
My
Wait,
Zelda
so do I
mailbag
need to make a
question.
tournament, y'all?
What?
You said it wasn't letting you make a tournament, so do I need to make one?
Yes, if you could make one, that'd be fantastic.
Sweet, yeah.
I can't.
Everyone, we are making a new tournament. Do not race. Everyone, exit where you are right now. Stop everything you're doing. Go to the screen that lets you pick tournaments and enter codes, and wait. Jesse, what was your question?
Yes, my Zelda mailbag question for
Alright.
you guys. What are the
Oh.
worst issues or problems you have ever had with Bokos?
With Bokos
Yeah.
being murdered by them, it's a pretty big problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a big deal.
Them not
Sometimes-
dropping arrows when I
sometimes
want
they
them to.
Ooh.
I was watching a video earlier where this guy on YouTube, it was like a pack of 4 or 5 bokoblins, and he killed all of them but one, and then the one that was left went and like killed itself.
After what he
Cliff
witnessed.
says
you know.
no limit, and the setting that says don't souffle, but I think he means shuffle.
Don't
I would
souffle.
love some souffle.
No souffle, please. No souffle allowed.
Also, it totally doesn't say souffle, it says souffle.
Souffle.
Second Zelda mailbag question.
All right.
What is everyone's favorite kind of soup?
Soup?
In-game soup?
No, real soup. You can't eat digital soup.
Well, it depends on the kind of soup. Do
Yeah.
you consider ramen a soup? Do you consider pho a soup? Does it have to come in a can?
No, it doesn't have to come in a can. I'm gonna say, if I'm eating the soup on its own, like just the soup, lentil soup. But if I have something to go with the soup, then I'm gonna say tomato soup, so I can have a grilled cheese sandwich with it. Because there's
Mhm.
something.
I always cook my tomato soup with broccoli in it.
Oh, interesting. I might have to try that.
Interesting.
It's
I'm just saying,
very
grilled
yummy.
cheese and tomato
And then I
soup is
still
like
do the
the
grilled
comfort.
cheese.
It's like my ultimate comfort.
I asked,
So good.
so this weekend I asked you all what healthy foods you would recommend, and everyone that gave me options, aside from Daniel who just said fruits or vegetables,
I did say that. I was just like vegetables. I'm
it
very
was all
useful.
great choices. All great choices.
Geek, are you okay?
I'm trying to change things. No
you look
limit.
just as confused as I did when I was
Hmm.
trying to set it up.
Not to
No
mention
limit.
that
Don't shuffle.
a Boko killed Greg, and that's actually very.
Oh.
That's true.
Oh!
That's true.
Natsu's
Oh.
upset because you forgot.
I know. I'm the worst.
Also, so Eric's right. Cereal is technically a soup.
No, no. Okay, is smoothie
No.
a soup? A fruit, like if you ever make a fruit smoothie, is that soup? Is that cold
No.
fruit soup?
What?
It's like
Well, that's
puree,
like-
right? It's like
If you make like a vanilla bean frappuccino or something, it's basically just like a 3-bean soup, right?
Does,
Right,
does
so
that
right.
mean V8 juice is a
No.
soup?
What?
Is V8 juice a soup?
yeah.
Yeah, it's tomato soup.
By these standards. Oh no.
So you're telling
Okay.
me if I make
I
tomato
just
soup and
posted
put
the
it...
code to the 4 of y'all.
Oh, okay,
3 of
okay.
y'all, 2 depending on it,
And
and
the
then I'll put it in here.
Discord. The Discord.
Alright. Do you have time to change it now, Daniel?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Alright.
We love you.
I love you, Jesse.
Yes. Team cleanse, everyone.
See you in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it is in like 2 weeks. That's true.
2 weeks, 3 weeks,
Lucky
2
y'all.
weeks.
I'm really
Alright.
quite psyched for it. So.
Love you guys.
Bye, Jesse.
I
Potatoes
think I
to
entered
you
the
all.
code in wrong. Bye.
Bye. And he gone. Okay, I gotta fix this layout here real quick. Otherwise, we
To
have a...
hurry, Geek's gonna leave without us.
No. Geek
The
Tubes
name
a
is
burger.
spot on.
That's such a great name.
Trying to fit Jesse in there somehow, but I had a 20 count. 20
That's
character limit.
Geek Tubes a burger.
Geek Tubes a burger. I love that. That's actually quite fantastic. All right, layout fixed. Yoshi selected.
Okay.
Not. Oh, that's this water park, not
Everyone-
baby park. All right.
Everyone, get in here. We're gonna try this again and see what kind of terrible things happen. Geek, how many races did you set it to? Everyone,
No
you have
limit.
8 seconds
No
to
limit.
get in.
Sweet.
Oh,
And
limit.
the code
And no
is in the
shuffle.
chat. The code
The
is
race the tournament just ends at 1 a.m. my time,
beautiful.
sweet.
just to give us. extra
That'll give us
time.
lots.
I will
of time.
be off before 1 a.m. But
Loads of time. Sweet. Bing, 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 bing.
Choco Monte.
Did we get more money in the PayPal? That number looks higher than it was before, or I'm crazy?
oh, it
or I
just-
just haven't been paying attention.
No, we just got one, like, as you were saying that, from Second Mate Sliders, who also tacked on the message, Dad? Which is kind of concerning, by the way. But thank you. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate that so much. And,
How much donation?
and, sorry?
How much
How much?
donation?
It was $1.
$1!
$1.
Woo! Man,
Every
I
dollar
noticed
counts.
the $1 change.
You did, actually.
Wow, I love it.
But it's still, every dollar counts. And just to reiterate to
How did that
everybody,
even happen?
everybody watching, wondering what the heck's going on, why Jesse's going in and out. Every donation goes towards helping Jesse get his new computer. His new computer.
So he can keep making the videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Make the videos. And you know what? If he gets it in time, and then he can bring it with him when he comes up here, that'd be cool. And then I will I'll lick it on stream. We'll stream and I will. If we get
You
to that
gotta
goal,
lick
That sounds
I-
nasty.
You have to lick all new electronics. It's just the rule.
it's the way it is. If we get that goal and Jesse gets his new computer in time, I will. I am vowing now to lick it on stream when Jesse is here in Canada.
Ew.
Then the rest of the trip gets canceled because Daniel somehow got COVID from licking a computer.
Or he gets freaking electrocuted.
Oh no!
Yes, lick the power cord.
Don't lick the. I'll lick it strategically.
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 Strategic
Exactly.
licking.
Exactly.
Oh, the screen. Nobody touches the screen.
I was initially saying this as a joke, but now I'm wondering if that's gonna actually incentivize people.
Oh my gosh. You'd be surprised. People have paid you guys money to slap each other.
That's true.
It's true. Teeth, bananas, all that stuff.
I think they paid me to slap you once, but I'm not good at slapping people.
Why not?
I don't want to hurt anyone. Like
I'm
Matthew
actually
today.
really good at face slapping.
Oh.
That's the thing is,
Stage
if you hit the cheek right, you can get a great resounding sound and make it sound really really visceral and vicious, and it not actually be painful. I learned this from my theater days as well. That's
the version I was taught was the person has to be able to have a collar. I had to do it to my theater brother, I call him. So like I was grabbing his collar, so when I went to smack him with my upstage hand holding his collar, I clapped my other hand, so like I
you clap it.
it
That'll
was
trick.
good.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
So
Why are you saying F in chat? What happened?
Oh, because I lost. I'm effing for myself. I remember when I was doing theater once, and we were taught that same technique of doing the fake slap with, you know, right, basically you end up clapping, and the person I was acting opposite from just was so terrible at it. Like, she couldn't get it right, and I was like, okay, just slap me for real, and we'll just do it that way. Just slap me for real. I'll take it. It's fine. Don't worry about hurting me. It's better if the show it does not suffer for this fake slap.
I will take a real
Yeah,
slap.
I will. I was dedicated, man. So yeah, that's what I learned. If you get the cheek just right, you can get a heck of a sound out of it. And people in the audience will be like, "Oh my gosh, he really got slapped." Like,
Oh yeah.
God.
Yeah.
We had an incident on stage. It was Shakespeare's 12th Night, where there was this whole scene where the male twin comes in, and there's this confusion, and there's fighting, and it was so strictly choreographed, and it always looks so good. But someone reverbed too fast on one of the shows, so he actually got punched square in the nose and immediately started bleeding.
oh my god.
And you can like, and of course I'm standing not like backstage, but I'm at the back of the theater because I was the house manager in addition to the choreographer for the final number, because it wasn't musical obviously, but and in the back I just went like, because I could tell, I was like, that is not what was supposed to happen.
Oh damn.
And everyone's like, whoa, that was so good, wow, he must have had like a blood packet, because we couldn't tell. Like, even though we're all adults, we couldn't say at the time that it was an accident because there could have been issues with the school. Like, being like, oh, you guys can't do that senior. You know, things like that. So we had to be careful. But he, like, made up for it so well. And you could see in the guy's face, his fist, like, had blood on it. And he's, like, made a face, but then quickly got right back into character. God bless him.
Good on
But then,
him.
like, there was a part where that guy's supposed to come back out later, and he was like, he gave me a bloody coxcomb or whatever. But he changed it because his nose was still really bleeding bad. Like, he didn't have a broken nose, praise God, but it was like all over his costume and everything, and like they couldn't get it out. Backstage, he comes out, and he just still has tissue in his nose. And he comes out, he gave me a freaking bloody nose! I just say it out loud afterwards. The dude was like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. He was like, dude, that was legit. I got a real bloody nose.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Dedicated to the craft.
Theater kids.
I love it. That's incredible.
Oh yeah.
That's actually so
We
incredible.
didn't have a theater kid option growing up. Otherwise, I feel like that's something I totally would have done.
I feel like you
I
would.
could see you doing that.
Totally. I
I'm
love
a little out there. We had
They were so great. I had a similar thing where I got punched.
drama class in grade 8, which was kind of like theater.
That's like intro to theater, you know?
Intro to theater.
It totally is, yeah. No, I had someone actually, a fellow actor in one of my actings, and their fake punch, it was supposed to be a fake punch, and then they missed and actually just punched me. And honestly, it was better that way.
Oh my god.
It's better that way. It's more authentic.
Oh, it's true. Sometimes you're like, yeah, you just kind of gotta go for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
My favorite thing
Or
was
if it's
all
just
the
like, and
women
that's when
supporters.
Captain broke his jaw.
That's thankfully never been the case. Never broken a bone. Hold it, you know, almost or over 28 years, never broken a bone. So I'm just putting that out there.
Broke my ankle riding a bike, and now I've never ridden a bike since.
My boyfriend broke his neck. That's the only bone he's ever broken.
That's a bad one to break.
He was okay. I don't remember what happened, but he's a disaster.
Oh.
And somehow he roller skates, but he is a disaster.
Also, Natsu brings up a good point in the chat. He wrote, I think the name of well, I cannot read. The name for the person that donated, Second Mate Sliderson, was a play on my username, Capped Burgerson.
Oh, funny.
Like the slider's like a mini
might
burger.
be.
How did I miss that? You're so right. That's gotta be, that's Dad! Dad? Second mate Sliderson. Oh my gosh. Who is second mate
No,
Sliderson?
Dad.
That's
Your
actually
dad.
so funny.
Did this really pick Baby Park? Are you kidding me?
I'll half play it, but I hate
Harley,
this
please.
one.
Now, what do you smell out that window?
Sniffing?
I have the
Like, you
window
were
open
asking
a-
me that. I was like, excuse
No.
me?
No, I have the window open a crack and Midna's like sticking her nose out of it.
Midna's her cat, by the way. If anyone who's watching is like, what? not like her weird roommate or boyfriend or anything like that.
Yeah, Midna moved in with me. That's where she goes after.
After the game ends. The
Yeah.
Twilight Realm is
After the
actually
game ends.
Kayla's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, chill like that.
That is so funny.
Oh, that actually makes me think one of the worst things that ever happened. It was before my time at the theater department, but it was it was Hamlet, and the queen is supposed to have this big like soliloquy at the end. The actress who was playing her started like projectile vomiting backstage and could not do her speech. Naturally, this guy who had one line, he was a freshman, wasn't even a major or nothing, but he was a freshman, he had one line, and had just been really paying attention. Like, he was a physical character where, like, he had to be present a lot, even though he didn't have lines. And I guess he was really paying attention, because they were like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? And of course, our professor is, she was apparently in the audience at the time, and someone got word to her, and she was like, oh my gosh. And this guy who was playing 𝗍𝗵𝗲 comes out on stage and says, Queen blah 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 bids me leave you this message, and completely recites the soliloquy word for word.
Wow.
Like, just hits the entire thing, and my professor was like, he got the lead role next year.
That's incredible. That's so awesome. Good on him.
It's Midna.
Stepping up.
He's sitting on the corner of my bed.
Bring her over. Bring her over.
I'll get upset.
I need a cat.
Why are you so confused about this?
She looks confused.
She's just staring
So
like,
they're staring
what?
like, what
I was so close to passing you, Natsu. I was so close. I can't believe that happened.
Oh.
Oh yeah, and Midna is okay. I took her to the vet today. They said that
yeah.
there's nothing wrong.
Oh, good stuff.
Good.
Yeah, I know you were worried about that, so I'm glad it worked
Yeah,
out.
she's acting a little bit funky for a bit, but they're not worried about it. They think that it might just be hormones because she's not fixed yet.
Okay, also Natsu's
Hormones are
knee has
crazy.
like the crown on and it's like covering like the eyes, the fish eyes, and it's just like...
And because that's
great.
a mouth, whenever it just like opens, it just becomes a big black dot.
That's so
it's
funny.
it's honestly very concerning.
Aww, Arlie hit your head on the edge of the couch and had to get stitches.
Oh, that's rough. That's rough.
You know, I'm not a very injury-prone person, and I don't know how many people I've told this story to.
Right.
But when I was younger, my brother would do this thing where he would like.
Did she just
Oh,
freeze in the middle of that story?
It
or
froze.
Was it me?
She's frozen.
She's frozen. I want to hear the story.
I know.
Oh no.
I can't hear her.
At least she's still racing.
What's happening?
Kayla, I think you might have to leave the call and come back because you're frozen, or you're. Yeah, she's getting sucked. She's getting unplugged from the Matrix right
Yes, it's okay.
now. We're just getting small bits and pieces of her existential torment, and that's it.
Okay.
There.
Yeah, I think
She
it's
back.
better now.
She back.
Yes.
Okay.
Your face is still frozen for me though.
Okay.
Not for me actually. So we're good.
Anyways.
Please tell us the story.
It looks like I froze again.
Oh.
Tell me about your brother.
He would like, put something in his nose, and he would take it out of his ear, or, put it in his ear and take it out of his mouth. And so the first time he did it with, Tic Tac, an orange Tic Tac. And so he puts it in his nose and takes it in his ear, and I just think that's so cool, so I want to do it.
Oh, no.
I stuffed the Tic Tac in my nose.
Oh no.
It's
Right.
stuck.
Oh no.
I eventually I'm able to like dislodge it from my nose, and it's whatever. And fast forward a couple weeks, he does it again, and he does it with a bead this time. And of course he goes, in through the ear, out through the mouth. So I stick the bead in my ear. And I'm too ashamed to say anything or admit that I have this stupid bead stuck in my ear now. And so I don't say anything. And my dad is sitting there talking to me, and he's like, hey, how come you're not listening to me? What's going on? And I was like, oh, sorry, Dad, I actually can't hear out of that ear.
Yeah, you know, casual.
Oh no, Kayla.
I was a special kind of dumb.
That is something else. That story.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
It was so funny. My mom still has the bead that I stuck in my ear.
She kept the bead?
Oh my god.
Yeah, we went to the hospital and they were able to get it for me. Or they like pumped it out of my ear. And we just have it in like a little pill container.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think my worst like injuries. I'm also not very injury prone, I guess. I mean, I had an appendectomy when I was like 8, so that was not really like an injury.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. I did. I had appendicitis.
That's
but
a young age to have it. My
it
god.
was a very young age to have it. But that's not like an injury. That's like another thing, I guess. I think my worst injury is
Minor surgery, yeah.
I fell into a fan once. Like we had a standing fan. And it was like I got up in the middle of the night to basically use like the bathroom or whatever, but like I was living at home as I was a teenager. My mother had placed the fan, like for some reason the cord was like across the hall like a freaking tripwire. So I tripped and I tried to like grab the fan and my finger went through the fan cage. And it actually split my finger open, like the fan blade as it was going. And it's healed up very nicely. You would never know, but there's this very small scar there. But yeah, basically like just like the tip of my finger was like, you know, it was pretty rough. We went to the hospital and they were like, yeah, the injury's like too in a weird spot. We can't really like stitch it. So we're just gonna like wrap it up tight and hope it heals right. And
Oh my god.
I guess it did, right?
yeah, it's messed up.
Rin got her appendix out when she was 4 months old.
Whoa! We're appendectomy buddies.
I always thought
That's wild.
I always
though.
thought
That's
that
really
was
young.
in relation to like eating too much cheese. I thought that was a cheese
No,
thing.
no, it's something else. I don't know what actually causes it, but
I don't know either. And that's very strange though, because it plays a very important role in your early years for your immunity.
oh, does it?
Yeah, that and tonsils. Those are like the two really useless things that don't do anything after a certain age.
Okay,
Yeah.
I still have my tonsils actually, and all 3 of my siblings had theirs removed, but I never did. Also, Vernon donated $10. Thank you so much, Vernon. Appreciate that so much. So much appreciated. Ooh, I got just.
We're just over here telling all of our like childhood horror
we
stories.
are. I'm so sorry if we're like traumatizing anyone in the chat here. Yeah.
I know. Poor
I feel
Natsu's like whatever happened to Natsu was
Yeah.
trying to make a cosplay but too worried to share. I'll ask you about that later.
Oh, no. Also, I was in 1st and I got hit by someone, and now I'm in 5th. 5th.
Oh.
Hey, I'm an A.
Rude.
Oh.
Rude.
Rough back here.
I totally thought that Natsu's blobfish was Peter Griffin from afar.
Oh no.
Very scary.
Wow. That is...
I would
sad
actually
that Hank
rather
Hill
the
didn't show up.
blobfish, to be honest.
Right?
I'm not a
Yeah.
Family Guy fan. That's what I'll say.
No.
Me
Neither.
I'll take the blobfish. I cannot believe 8.
Yeah, stay.
8th. He was in 1st. I went all the way down to last.
Oh, at least I got ahead of you for that.
What is going on?
Oh.
By the way, chat, we have 4 spaces left for Mario Kart if you'd like to
do.
join.
We do.
Oh, poor Bonnie. Sorry for traumatizing you. We love you.
The finger story. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. It was rough. And actually, what it was, I was on the phone with my now wife at the time, girlfriend. At the time, we were like just chatting on the phone, and I was like, I'm just gonna like be right back, right? So I set the phone down to go and like just use the washroom, and then so like from her perspective, you know, she's on the phone with her boyfriend. He goes and leaves, and then he's gone for a suspiciously long time, and then he runs back up. I'm gonna have to call you back. I'm going to the hospital now. Bye.
Just imagine her being like, what?
What the hell?
Ugh, details!
What happened?
Also, Kevin, I shouldn't read that out loud because that's truly horrifying, but oh my god!
Oh, wow. That is not a good time. That is not a good time.
Okay. This isn't as bad as that, but it's definitely, like, funny at my expense. I've probably shared it here before, but for anybody who hasn't heard it, my concussion story.
Right.
It was because I broke both bones in my leg and then broke my ankle when I was 11, but that was just, I fell off my bike, and it was my first year at the dance company, tragic, blah, blah, blah. I'm good now, I'm a dance teacher, it's fine. But it was my senior year of college, and it was the beginning of my final semester, so it was really snowy outside.
Right.
It would have been January, and I had a rough first semester. There was just a lot of traumatic things happening, but overall, it was still pretty good. And I was with some of the younger theater majors, and then some that were my age, but not theater majors. Anyway, and we went to the side of one of these dorm buildings that had a decent sized hill. We all had like garbage cans and such, and we were gonna go sledding. And this is like right after we had gotten cast for the main stage, which was the Crucible, and I had gotten cast as the mean Ann Putnam. I was so happy to get a mean character. I was always excited to get mean characters, but so we sled a few times, and here's the thing: at the end of the hill, there's a sidewalk that goes to like through the bushes that have no leaves in them, and then the brick wall of the building. But on either side of the sidewalk, there's like these snowbanks on either side because they were plowed through with something small, and so you had cushion there. I guess we had been wearing it down. I didn't realize that. So I was gonna be the last one to go, and I definitely was the last one to go after this. And I decide I'm gonna go on my stomach, head first. And I'm like, this will be fine. I'm a thrill seeker like that, right? I like roller coasters. Well, first, I didn't go into the first snowbank. It ended up being like these hills in Mario Kart where they lift you up.
Oh.
And I go over the sidewalk and over the second snowbank. And now I'm thinking, I'm a little worried right now. And then I go down, I go through the bushes, and I think, oh crap, just as I remember, or just as I have the sense, if you will, to turn my head just before I black out as I slam head first into the brick wall after gaining some nice air. I've never blacked out before and have not blacked out since, praise God. But, oh my gosh, like, I come to, and it's my friends running down the hill going, screaming my name. They're like, oh my gosh. And, one of them was like a freshman theater major, and I had asked her to be my stage manager, and I'm sure she was like, I regret everything. I can't be with this woman. Actually, no, she was like, no, I'll be fine. But, like, the side of my head bleeding, my glasses were broken, and, like, I couldn't stand up. And they're like, oh my gosh, you okay? And I was like, happened? They're like, one of them goes, you got air. One of them went, what happened to your head?
Oh my gosh.
And, like, I didn't start crying till I saw my glasses were broken. And like, it was one of those things that I was like, guys, I'm the oldest one there. I should have been the most responsible one. And I was like, guys, I don't have a concussion, but I kept going back and forth between I'm pissed, I'm sad, I'm depressed, I'm happy, I'm laughing. Like, just kept happening. And they take me to an RA, and like, I'm laughing, and the next thing I know, I'm crying. And they're like, you have a concussion. But our on-campus doctors aren't open on the weekend.
Oh.
Because, no one gets injured on the weekend.
Right. It doesn't
And I
happen.
didn't want to scare my mom by going to the ER, so I just waited. And then Monday morning, I went to our on-campus doctor, and I told them, they're like, they usually would take forever to let you in. And I was like, hey, I think I might have a concussion. And they immediately, like, looked up, and they're like, why? And I explained, I was like, so, yeah, and it was head first, a brick wall. And they were like, well, we can get you in right now.
Thank goodness.
They like
too.
bumped people back
Oh
who
my
were like
goodness.
sneezing and coughing up a storm. They were like, you guys have to wait. And they bring me in, and I passed the test. Like, I was completely coherent. But the doctor, she had known me well because I got bronchitis all the time.
Yeah.
Because I had a terrible immune system because I ate like crap. But who knows when the last time was I had fruit or veggies in my college years. Anyway, but I got it together afterwards. She goes, look, I don't care if you pass this test, you cannot crash headfirst into a brick wall and not have at least a minor concussion.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm giving you a note, you're not allowed to do a lot of studying right now, and it's the beginning of the year. My first class was the theater class with the director of the play I had just gotten into.
Oh no.
And like I have scars up and down my face. Like my ear was swollen, and it was so bad. Like it wasn't that bad, but like when you're looking at it.
Yeah,
it was
for
really bad.
sure. You're like roll up and someone's like, oh my gosh, what happened to you?
Yeah. And like part of my face was swollen. It was just a fun time, but it was cold outside. It was like 20 degrees Fahrenheit, so you know, it was chill. It helped a lot. But I go into the class, and the way she starts her classes, because they're small, there's only like 5 of us, there's not many theater majors, is by doing something called a check-in, where you basically say how your day is going, how you're feeling, and she likes to do that to kind of see where her students are at, like, oh, that's why they're not talkative, they didn't get a lot of sleep, things like that. It's really nice, actually. And I sit down, and the side that she sees is the messed up side, and I just kind of look at her, because she's a no-nonsense lady. Mad respect for her, she's wonderful, but she's no-nonsense. And she looks at me and she goes, do I want to know? And I was like, you'll find out at check-in. She was like, I don't know if I want you to go first or last. No, go first, get it over with. I need to, she said, this is how, and I tell her, and she goes, can you still do schoolwork? And I wasn't gonna tell her no. I was like, yeah, and she was like, okay, can you still do the play? And I was like, yeah. She was like, okay, moving on.
All right. No
and
nonsense.
of course, all my classmates are like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah. Kevin says, pull the Christmas story with the classes.
Oh,
Fun fact about Christmas Story, the mom in A Christmas Story is my grandfather's cousin, and we have direct contact with her.
Wow, all right. That's cool.
She cool. She convinced my family it was okay for me to be a poor theater major.
Hello, Carrot! Thank you for joining us!
Yes. Also, just to put this out, the Joe Schmo donated another $10. Said, love the channel. Hope this can help get it back as soon as possible. Thank you so much, Joe Schmo. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
So appreciate
Joe
it.
Schmo. What a legendary name.
Legend. Absolute legend.
I have this little red mark on my face today because I went into my job and I leaned down because there was a pen. So I leaned down, and you know those hooks that they like you stick merchandise on? Like the big metal hooks? I leaned down and I stabbed myself right in the face.
Kayla. Why? No stabbing yourself. No stabbing yourself.
I'm so glad I have... My glasses honestly save my eyes.
Oh,
I can't
no
tell
doubt.
you how many times something is coming for my eye and my glasses are just like, dink.
Big glasses are a good thing.
It's true.
No small peepers. No monocles.
What if you wear 2 monocles?
Then what's
sure.
the point?
It's
It's
fashion.
not a monocle anymore.
Well, I mean, it's still technically a monocle, kind of.
One of
You're
them
just
is.
not wearing them the way that monocles are meant to be worn.
Fair.
It was a joke. Am I sure I'm not injury prone? I swear I'm not.
No, yeah,
But I think
I'm not
that
convinced. I'm not
I think
convinced.
that my boyfriend's injury proneness is contagious.
Oh,
Oh,
no. I guess he's somewhat injury prone, I guess, then, hey? 'Cause he had his knee
absolutely.
problem and his knee injury, right? And
Yep,
something else as
somehow
well.
he functions better on roller skates than he does on 2 feet.
Oh. Oh no.
I know.
Okay, I'm more coordinated when I'm dancing than when I walk, so I can sympathize with that, actually.
I think I'm more coordinated playing Breath of the Wild than I am just walking, so.
Oh yeah, like I am a pro bowler in Wii Sports.
Oh yeah.
Oh, alright.
Nice.
We're just like the flex off right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm good at in games, guys.
Kayla's not good at games.
I'm good at creating my house in Animal Crossing. Or torturing Sims.
Ah, yeah. Torturing Sims.
Poor Sims. Yo, when we did
That's
when you
still,
did that,
like, I know it didn't get a lot of views, but the Hylian Sims cast is still probably one of my favorite
it
things.
was
So
so
funny.
funny. It was so funny. I loved that. I loved it when you did that.
I did too.
It was a good time.
Was it Stitches?
Spontaneous combustion was my favorite.
It was so good.
I was like, what are we doing?
Alright, Bunny's coming. I saw Bunny turn on their Switch.
Nice.
Now I want to rewatch those 2 episodes.
Yeah,
like,
me
They
too.
only got like 300 views. I was like, but I love them.
They were
too funny.
so good. They were so funny. I got my PP.
People just kind of miss the magic of The Sims, honestly, and it's funny because, like, sometimes I stream The Sims, and people love my Sim streams, and it's like, I'm not doing anything, like, My Sim's pregnant. What is it? I think I accidentally married a vampire. Or no, I married a magician in my playthrough, and I
Right.
didn't know it.
I remember the
And I just
magician.
remember, like, he was wearing all this, like, outrageous clothes, and I was like, wow, this guy's, like, really, really out there. And then I marry him, and I go, like, I click on him, and it's like, oh, like, go to, like, the other universe or something. And I'm like, what?
It's Doctor
And
Strange
I can,
and
like,
Multiverse
cast
of
spells and
Madness.
stuff?
Oh my gosh.
Was it when you did the Sims cast, the Hylian Sims cast, Geek? Didn't like someone get trapped in like under the stairs or something and die?
That
or-
was Jesse.
It was
No, it was Twilight Princess Zelda.
Oh.
And then we all got fat.
Oh no.
And then I think like Jesse walked on water. Kayla made a really weird looking snowman. And then like we were making snow angels in the house.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
And
Incredible.
Daniel's ghost was like tormenting us.
Ah, that's what
Yeah.
I would do.
Because we didn't help him. He set on fire and none of us helped him.
It's revenge for not helping me.
Oh my gosh.
I wish I could stream Sims more. The only reason I can't is because it's all on my laptop, so my stream cannot handle the game power
Right.
and showing my face, so I have to do without my face,
Oh.
which is fine. Some days it's probably better. So I'm like, oh.
I've definitely streamed with some like mad bedhead before. So you know, I feel you there.
Dude, I'm like always borderline homeless looking. You guys just can't tell because I like brush my hair and magically I look fine.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna say
y'all
like
don't
you
wanna
never
see
look
me
that
with
bad.
brushed
Like,
hair.
yeah, I don't know. I get some like well,
As someone with
particularly
curly hair, if I brushed my hair,
when my hair is shorter, in particular, I can get some pretty redonkulous bedhead. Like it just.
Your hair is so funny when you have bedhead that's short.
Yeah, it's like it's just like sticks up, does its own thing, cannot tame it. Like it's so stubborn.
oof.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time.
Oh. Rin says I should do another Sims cast.
You know what? I'd be down for that. It was
Honestly,
really funny.
I would love to do that.
You could. And honestly, we know so many people now, we could like add some of the mods as characters.
I was
That's
going
true.
to say, yeah, I would just need to know like roughly what they look like, or they can be like, make me look like this person. Like, okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who else did you have? You had like Ravio and
I had Ravio,
Someone
who
else?
won. Oh my gosh, I got hit with my own green shell.
oh,
Okay,
that's the worst.
That's worse than just getting me with a green shell in general.
Yeah.
But let's see. Okay, I had
Oh, was it Arrow? Like Link's sister?
Ariel.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I had Ariel. I had Malin. I had Twilight Princess Zelda and Ravio.
That was a good mix of characters. And then us.
Yeah,
Us.
yeah. Daniel was the first to die, I think.
Yeah. Sounds like
Was that
me.
or Twilight Princess Zelda? I just remember her getting trapped, and I think Malin also got trapped there. I was like, why hasn't social services taken Ariel away?
Yeah, there was something wrong with Under the Stairs. They kept like eating all the Sims.
It's a cursed
No.
house. Oh no.
It was the way I designed it, I guess, and I'm like, ooh, it was not intentional.
Cursed
Ouch.
house eats its residents.
I didn't even make the
Ouch.
house very well. I just remember we all kept dancing
Yes.
to the music, and it looked so weird.
What is happening? Do you guys hate me? I just got hit by two
Yeah,
red
those were
shells
both
and
me.
then a star person.
Both the red shells were me. Just
My heart! Yes, me.
they were
Cliff is
both
still
me.
winning. Oh wait, no, someone else is winning. I thought it was Cliff.
Oh,
It
Bunny
wouldn't-
said-
oh yeah, you
oh,
can't
it's-
join on me. Geek is hosting it. I will
Yeah,
post the
it's me
code.
now.
Oh yeah, you post the code and I'll pin it. For the chat here.
Copy and post the code for
Oh,
Bunny. There you go, Bunny.
Boop, ba-doo-doo-doo. Cliff says ideal gamescast Tomodachi Life. I never played Tomodachi Life actually.
I've
Me
only
either.
dabbled, so.
But that could be fun. Okay, I pinned the. Pardon me, I'm so sorry. I pinned
Thank
the
you,
code.
thank you.
So it should be all good for peeps.
What I need to do this next time around is really go out with the cheat codes where it's like you can make people have their skills already set in stone, give people their jobs and such, and then see what happens.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Or like you can make the relationships too, be like, oh, they were actually good friends. Because for that, we were all nobodies who did not know each other.
Just
and
moving in together.
Had 0 skills.
Yep.
Yeah, just randomly.
I kind of already have 0 skills in real life, so that part is that part translates well.
That is not true.
No, I joke. No.
Oh my goodness. So that kind of reminds me, there's this game on Steam called 𝗿𝗺𝗃, and it's like a Dungeons and Dragons theme kind of game where like it builds your adventure for you. So you basically just make your character and play along. But as you're playing, like it will basically create events for yourself and other characters in the party. So you'll like fall in love with someone or become enemies with someone, and it's just so funny.
That actually sounds really great.
It was great. We were playing with 2 of our friends, and it was kind of like, I don't know, it was kind of like a, you know, couples night. Matthew and I, and then another couple, and then myself, and then the husband of the couple. Our characters fell in love and had a child together.
Oh,
I was like, oh,
dear.
this worst case scenario.
That is not not expected. Oh
Yeah.
dear, that's pretty funny though.
Oh, okay. I like break everyone's ears.
That is chaotic.
It is chaotic. I love it. It's a pretty fun map.
This is one of the few chaotic ones I actually do kind of enjoy.
Cheeky. What? Daniel!
What? What did I do?
You threw that thing at me!
I didn't throw a thing. I didn't throw a damn thing. you
You
can't prove anything.
immediately from behind me.
You can't prove anything.
I don't trust you.
They can look at the stream to find out.
I know, I checked just after he passed me.
Oh no! I fell in the lava, so that's karma. Next failure.
Things. Oh, I hit a banana. I'm sad.
Oh, I thought you said you found the lava.
I found it. It's down below. Found it the hard way.
That's the hot stuff. I don't recommend touching it.
Oh, that's what that is. That makes sense. That explains a lot, actually. So,
Dang it, Burger!
passing you.
Ah!
I'm scared of Geek. She has a star. It's gonna hurt.
Oh, last. Ah! You just like peered in front of me, Daniel.
I had ghosts.
What the? It freaked me the fudge out.
Ghosty time. Ah! Ah!
No pass.
I didn't. Ah,
No
no!
pass.
Flip doodle.
No
Okay.
pass. No.
Even through all the
Hey.
chaos, I still made 4th.
Dang.
I made 9.
You
That
guys
was
just
rough.
like
Another
fighting
one of
back
my-
there?
We were.
Got to hear one of my new fake swear words. Flip doodle.
Flip doodle. I said knick-knack. Yeah, no, I said frick-frack nickelback to one of my coworkers the other day, just because I wanted to see what she would say, and she just like gave me a look. She was like,
Oh,
"What?"
shoot. I should have picked Mount Wario, and I picked the Toad's Turnpike instead. I'm a fool.
What's the matter with you?
I'm a fool. I don't know. I dingled myself. I gotta stop saying that. Bonnie said
Oh
she
my
got the bullet at the end.
goodness.
I think she passed me with it, actually. Whizzed right by me with the bullet. Also, have you guys
Whiz
noticed
bang.
that Cliff's actually looks like a lot like him? Like, he really nailed it.
It definitely does.
Like, it very much
is.
looks like
Based on the pictures I've seen.
it's
Cliff, do your glasses like tint with the sun? I can't remember.
oh, like those transition lenses.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Toad's Turnpike. It was
Seen
my
Cliff
pick
in,
of
like,
Toad's
3
Turnpike
years.
too, and I regret picking her. I done dingled myself. Oh, we got
Yes.
another. Oh, it's just a subscribe. Okay, no, sorry. I was like, oh, good alert boxes saying nice things. It was appreciate the subscribe though. Still, don't get me wrong.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong.
Someone sub to Jesse's channel.
Actually, I'm not sure if it's Jesse's or mine because it's on my Streamlabs, so it might actually be mine. Don't know.
Ah! Hey, that's great too.
Either way is good. I appreciate it either way.
Ow! Oh my gosh. I'm so glad that I wasn't the only one that had terrible times right there.
Yeah, it was actually pretty rough there.
Man, I just got real lucky right there. That was a
I was
good
like
thing.
riding the wall, and then I came out like into that vehicle and just got whomped.
Yeah, I saw that because like there was like 5 of us that all got it, as you say.
Yeah.
It was a rough time. I'm glad they added these like wall sections into here because that wasn't in the N64 original version of this track.
Love the wall section.
Yeah.
It's great. It's really
Get
great.
out of here, Waluigi!
Gravity.
Don't want me, I'll want you. What?
I like the music here.
Waluigi is the character that my brother always plays as
This is Waluigi?
in everything ever. Yes, he's Waluigi in everything ever.
Wow.
I definitely have a love for Waluigi, and it grew after I cosplayed as Waluigi.
Oh.
He likes to imitate him a lot, especially when we would play a Mario Golf Toadstool Tour.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
He always loved to just go wah, or he would quote his like taunts.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
whiff.
Did you guys see that the N64 Mario Golf is coming to the Thing?
The Thing Thing.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Thing. I was gonna
Yeah.
say Game Pass, and I was like, that's
Not
what
Game
it's
Pass.
for
No,
Nintendo.
Switch Online. NSL. Yeah, it is. I saw that. It's pretty cool. I never played the N64 one actually. So.
Apparently, people
like I
really
may
liked
have.
it.
Well, it's like the OG.
Amazing.
It's the original.
I didn't even play the newest Mario Golf, but apparently, it looked good, but I think I just didn't buy it.
Geek, you played it,
I
right?
wasn't a fan. Like, and I will say my family came from the bias of we love Toadstool Tour, and the fact that there was no taunts or praises,
Oh,
we were like,
bummer.
I think
and there were certain elements of how you line up your shot that like it was a lot more convoluted or less, like there wasn't as much you could control, and Toadstool Tour we felt like we could control more.
we Canadians
but-
ruled that
Yeah.
race just now.
Burnin' Hard Apple. 10 days until Easter. Anybody else like chomping on Peeps? But everyone else doesn't. No one likes Peeps, but everyone likes the Cadbury eggs.
I'm actually not a fan of Cadbury eggs.
You know what's good? They're
either.
like the mini eggs, the little eggies that are like they're basically like M&Ms but bigger. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Those are the
Eggs,
best.
aren't they?
They're mini eggs. They're like,
Yeah.
those are the best.
We have
oh,
those.
Oh, not like the Cadbury cream eggs.
Not
I
the
don't
cream
like
eggs.
those.
No, the ones it's just like
No.
chocolate and a candy shell, like an M&M, but they're eggs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those things are
Those are-
dank.
Those are the best. They are crack in a little egg shape. They're so good. They're so good.
One of my friends actually, she went for breakfast this morning, and the place there did one of those like those chocolate egg hot chocolates, and it looked so good.
Ooh.
That sounds good. Cliff said, ironically, yes, my glasses are transitions. Took multiple attempts to get the me right. Wii, 3DS to Wii U. There you go. There you go.
Kevin, Peeps taste like bad air.
That's actually funny. But
My
where's the
Oppo really
lie?
likes them for some reason.
Where's the lie?
You know, I've never eaten a Peep, but I think I'm getting to a point in life where I'm like getting a little bit too old to have an appetite for candy, or I'm just getting really boring. I don't know. I just don't like sweets the way I used to.
All right.
Big fan of fruit, a big fan of ice cream, but everything else I'm kind of meh on.
Okay. Oh, fair enough.
Recently, I've been really big on like steaks. Don't know why.
On
You
which?
say steaks?
Yeah, like filet mignon, things like that.
Oh,
Like
okay.
obviously I can't afford most of the time, but when I can, I'm like, ugh.
I get that.
Fancy.
Whenever I have a craving for a steak, I go to Cactus Club here because during their happy hour, they have a $20 steak and fries. It's so yummy.
That's actually a good price.
That's nice. Everyone cringes though whenever I order it because I get it well done. I don't like any pink, and everyone's like, "Dude." I'm like, sorry.
I can't weigh in on this.
No, I know.
Burger's like, what's a steak?
I know what a steak is. I just
Are
haven't
you
had one.
sure?
Well, I only went vegetarian in 2016, so 6 years ago.
Probably had
Yeah.
probably had a steak before.
So
One
yeah,
of
no,
my
I mean,
students, she was so funny.
you know.
She was like, I recently became a vegetarian. I was like, oh, like for health reasons? and she was like, no, I just look at chickens and I cry at the thought of eating them. And just without thinking, I went, I look at chickens and I think delicious. And she was like, what? And I was like, sorry, I shouldn't have said that out loud.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Geek is just out there being like unintentionally savage.
She's like 15, so she was fine. But she was like, how can you do that? I was like this, I'll run to Publix, a local grocery store, and get some fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
I was like, don't worry, I'll get some fruit and veggies too. I love those as well. But
Gosh. Yogurt topping places. Bonnie, are you talking about Froyo?
The frozen yogurt.
we have a place called Yobi. I'm not a fan of those.
I used to love frozen yogurt, but they're so hard to find.
Are they?
Well,
There's like
I used to go to a place called...
Go on, sorry. There you go. Say words.
I was gonna say I used to go to a place called Kula, but like I got food poisoning there once, and then I stopped getting frozen yogurt.
You got food poisoning from
Fair.
frozen from frozen yogurt? Frogen yogurt.
Yeah.
How?
It was like a vanilla frozen yogurt, but it definitely tasted sour.
Oh.
Ooh.
Aaron
And I
is,
didn't go back to check to see if maybe it was lemon flavored or maybe it was bad.
Aaron is really questioning your steak choices here, Geek.
I know.
Parents upset.
Yeah. A friend that I go out with a lot. They're like, why? Why? Because they get theirs like medium rare.
Right.
And every time the waiter or waitress is always like does like a tiny little flinch when I'm like, well done, no pink. And sometimes they double check. They're like, no pink. I'm like, no pink. They're like,
I remember when we went down to California for E3 for the first time and I got a burger and they asked me how I wanted my burger done. I was like, cooked?
Right. Oh, because that's just not a thing here.
Yeah, in Canada they are all served fully cooked. There's no medium
a reason
rare
for that
for
though.
a burger.
It's like the risk of food
yeah,
poisoning
no,
is
like,
so
ground
much
beef,
higher.
Yeah.
It's- Yeah.
Absolutely, like steak and flaming up, that's one thing. It's like a certain portion of the animal, whereas ground beef is like, I don't know what they put in there.
Ground beef, anything's game. And also because, so with, to go to science side of Daniel, with steak, you only have to cook the outside of it because basically that's where the bacteria is. The inside technically has been untouched. But when you ground the beef, then everything is tainted.
It's all there.
It's all tainted.
Everything is bacteria.
So then,
Yeah.
your risk of food poisoning gets astronomically higher by not cooking your burgers all the way through.
Yeah.
Gee,
True story.
Buddy, how could you?
Then again, I don't actually eat meat, so but I know this from my pre-veg days, so you know. Yeah. True story. My mom was always very worried about it because she accidentally gave our family food poisoning once with ground beef. Never again. Never again. She would overcook that stuff like mad. She'd cook it up and then she'd nuke it.
It
in the
will be
microwave.
charred. You can scrape off the black.
Yeah, just because she was so worried about it.
That's how my mom was. She was like, scrape off the black. You'll be fine.
There you go.
That's me every time I burn my toast, though.
Oh no.
It's like, I'm not wasting
Burn your
that.
toast.
Well, for a really long time I didn't have a toaster. I just used my oven, right?
What?
I feel bad.
Yeah,
feel
you didn't
that.
know that?
No,
I didn't have a
it's broil.
What do
I
you
didn't have a
mean?
toaster for a majority of like the last 10 years that I've lived on my own.
Oh my word.
I'm in first? What in tarnation? Get out of here, bunny. Wait,
I-
was I in first and then I was immediately in fifth? What happened?
Well, I had the 8 power up where you have everything, and I just launched a barrage of all my items at you. And then used the bullet bill. So I'm sorry for that. Anyway.
My feeling.
Oh.
Yeah, it was really funny because I had someone like staying at my house and they're like basically like eating toast and drinking coffee every morning before they went to school, and I wasn't there and they got really fed up. They were like, Kayla, like I burn my toast every day. They were so angry that I got a toaster that year for Christmas from them.
That's nice of them. I don't.
Well,
Okay, here's a question though. Toaster, like a slotted toaster or toaster oven?
yeah,
Which one?
I hate toaster ovens.
What? No, toaster ovens
hate
all
toaster
the way.
ovens.
Toaster ovens all the
Why?
way.
Toaster
How
oven.
often do you
I
actually
agree.
use the oven function of a toaster oven?
For
I use
toast,
it
but
all
no,
the time.
sometimes I'll cook like other small things that don't warrant the whole huge oven. Just something small
Me too.
in the toaster oven.
Oh, separate like toast section and then oven section.
No, it's like one. It's just like it's almost like a mini convection oven. It's a toaster oven.
I know.
Yeah.
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 Our toaster oven's just really old. It has like an actual like you put the slices of toast in. It's so cool.
Okay, that's
Oh.
kind of cool, but seems pointless. Seems redundant. I'm just saying, toaster ovens are the way. That's the way.
I mean, I guess
That was
it
the
makes
first
sense,
appliance
but
I bought when I moved out. I bought a toaster oven.
what? I always feed more than just myself, though.
Yeah. So do I.
Oh yeah, I only feed myself.
Do you use it like a microwave? Because I also don't have a
Sometimes,
microwave.
But I mean, I also do have a microwave, but
Oh,
no.
I do not
Also,
like the
Rin's
microwave. I
leaving.
reheat everything.
Goodbye, peeps. Pun intended. Thank you
That
so much,
was-
Rin.
Ah!
Have a good night.
Thanks for hanging out, Rin. So you had to listen to us go through like 100 different topics that were not related
You know what?
to anything important.
That's kind of the fun of
The
these
best
streams.
part.
Like when we're doing the podcast, we are like, okay, we have our list of topics to discuss, and that's great. Don't get me wrong, I love doing the podcast,
And we still get off track.
but we do. But it's kind of fun to just like chat about just like whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's fun because it's like a good opportunity for us to all get to know each other a lot better, and it's also a good opportunity for like the viewers to go, wow, these guys are actual losers.
well, I mean that's correct.
Like, we are in fact human.
Yes, human losers who love their toaster ovens,
Yes.
and also Kayla's here.
And also Kayla's here!
I'm sorry.
It's funny because my roommates commented one time, they're like, because they're not usually around when I record my videos, because I do those like purposely when they're not here, because
Right.
otherwise I'm like, whenever I do have to do it when they're here, I'm like, I'm so sorry, can I have like a half an hour to record something? Because they know that I have to have like dead silence because my microphone picks up everything. Whereas whenever I stream or do the podcast, I tell them like, oh, it really doesn't matter, it's okay.
Yeah.
And they're like, because the few times that they have been there when I've recorded videos, they're like, you're so like precise and gentle because they can hear me.
Yeah.
Right,
They're like,
right.
but when you stream, they're like, you're a little bit louder. They're like, when you do the podcast, you're really loud.
That's so funny. Also, how did I win
I'm
that
like,
race? What the
We're
heck
having
happened?
Fun.
Where was everyone? I won that race. That was so weird. I don't understand. I've never won one of these before. This feels good.
Our party of people playing is growing smaller and smaller. We have
Getting close
lost.
to midnight.
We lost Natsu. You're right. It's getting close to midnight. We should probably wrap
No,
up
I'm
soon.
not,
eh?
I mean, well, that's who looks to be
It's close to actually Jesse's birthday.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, over
Jesse's
here on the East
birthday.
Coast. Which he's in the East, Eastern Standard Time, so.
Joseph said in the chat, people who like toaster ovens are the same type that unpack their suitcases and use the drawers in a hotel room. I do not. I do not do that.
Oh my gosh.
I don't. I leave everything in my suitcase.
Yeah, me too. I live out of my suitcase. If I put stuff in the drawer, I will 100% forget it.
Oh yeah, that's a
Yeah.
worry too. That is definitely a concern. Yeah,
Hey, Matt's got good choice.
there you go.
Wait, is that no? That one's not Matt. That one's Bunny. Okay, your guys'
No.
characters look a lot alike.
They do.
So confusing.
Mm-hmm.
Except I think Matt doesn't have glass. No, Matt wears glasses.
Matt wears glasses, yeah. Sometimes. I've seen him without. With and without.
Well, it's like me. I don't need my glasses, so often in my free time, I'm not wearing them.
I can't look at you
Oh,
without your glasses.
I don't need mine right now because I'm up close, but
Kayla without
want to.
glasses like confuses my brain. I would see her face
There's-
and I'm like, huh?
There's a good couple of weeks where my glasses were creating a rash on my nose, and then Daniel would come into work and he'd see me without his glasses or without my glasses, and he's like, "You don't look right. Is something wrong?"
It's like it's like the uncanny valley, but specifically just for Kayla.
oh my gosh. Oh, so Thursdays is usually a day where I record videos, and it's convenient because then like my hair and makeup are done for the podcast for the night. Today I didn't record. I'm gonna probably record tomorrow. My ridiculous Breath of the Wild theory. I'm very excited for Dan.
Nice.
But because of that, it means I usually have like a lot of makeup on, including fake lashes, because they don't look like fake lashes. Like, they're not outlandish in the video, but in person it's like, okay. But so I'll have like the whole thing going on when I go to teach my dance classes. My first class is a class of 4-year-olds, 3 and 4-year-olds, and so whenever I don't record on a Thursday, I obviously show up without makeup. And one time I came in and she goes, and then she goes, my name, Miss Teacher, she goes, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, why? And she was like, you look sick.
Oh no!
And I sat there and it took me a second, and I was like, no, Clara, I just don't have makeup on.
No. Oh no.
And she was like, oh, okay. Did you not wear makeup because you feel sick?
Oh no.
No.
That is so
But
funny.
then the next class, the student goes, oh, Miss Patricia, you're really pretty without makeup.
Aww.
You.
Oh
You
dear.
just made up for the last student who said I looked like sick.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Kids
I
are
know,
so
I've definitely said that to my mom when I was younger. I was like, Mom, when are you gonna wear makeup and go to work again? And she was like, oh, okay. And she actually, like, she actually straight up was like, okay, I'm going back to work. And she, like, started getting all pretty again.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh my gosh. It's not exactly
Take
the
it
same.
down as a bullet bill.
But years ago in my coffee shop working days, I worked. We had a pair of sisters that worked at the coffee shop, who both had very similar names. It was Karen and Katrina, and
Remember that?
did you meet them, the sisters?
I met one of them.
One of them. They were both great, both phenomenal people, both very good workers. Obviously, being sisters, they look pretty similar as well. So sometimes, people get mixed up. And we had this one customer, really crotchety old lady, always got them mixed up. And it's just like, come on, we're wearing name tags. Like, come on, just like you barely have to put in effort. And then one day after I guess some ruminating, this old lady, this customer, very regular customer, she's like standing there, kind of like stroking her chin, thinking about it. And then she says to Karen, one of the sisters, she says, I figured out how to tell you and your sister apart. Your sister wears makeup and you don't. And then they kind of like chuckle about it, and she's like, I got it now, right? And then she goes about her day. And Karen just looks at me, she's like, yep, I don't wear makeup. I just have all these black lines naturally there. And I'm just like, oh my god.
Oh my
These black lines around my eyes, those are natural. Don't wear any makeup. So they totally both wear makeup. I'm like, are you for real? This old lady.
That is so funny.
The thing is, like, they looked similar, but not so similar that you can't tell them apart. That's the thing. Like, they really weren't, like, it was not that hard. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my gosh.
Just look at that name tag. That's all. If you really can.
Right?
Yeah.
Natsu is acknowledging that we are the only Canadians. Yes, thank you.
This is true. We are. In the world.
Canadian squad.
In the world,
In the
no other
world.
Canadians.
It's just us.
So is Jesse almost right then that there is no Canada?
No. He's wrong.
He's about to find out the hard way this month.
That's true.
When he goes to the airport and
gonna,
they're
like-
like, where are you headed to? And he says Canada, and they're like, what? What is that?
It's like a total Harry Potter scenario. Someone shows up and they're like, oh, you have to get on this plane.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going into big cultist.
Yeah. Except it's instead of a platform at the train station, it's the gate at the airport. Gate 9 3/4.
Airport.
Oh my gosh.
The train.
What you're saying is you have a school of witchcraft and wizardry.
That's it. Yeah. Except it's a school of posers and whodunits. That's. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
Canada's real, everybody. Trust me. Wink. Canada's real. Wink.
For the longest time when I was younger, I had so much trouble because I knew the term was Canadian. So I wouldn't say Canada, I'd say Canada.
Canadian. Oh my gosh.
Canada. I love it.
My mom had to correct me. She was like, okay, what are you called as someone who's from Florida? I was like, a Floridian. She was like, right, you're not called Floridia.
Right.
I
Aw.
was like, oh.
Makes
That
sense. Though.
makes
That's a good
sense.
comparison.
I think Canada is just like this great meme. Like, I feel like everyone that I've encountered in my life that isn't from Canada has referred to me as being from Canada at some point.
You know, I think you're right about that.
Interesting.
I
The
was holding-
Canadian baking show? What's our Canadian baking show? Canadians make TV things?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Baking show, but in Canada.
Joseph Stewart wants to know
Yeah.
which shows we're watching on TV nowadays.
Honestly, X-Files. Like the old X-Files from the
X-Files!
90s. Yeah.
Alright!
Dude, I've been watching X-Files. It's great. It's great. Except it's so funny. Like
It's officially...
Oh.
Oh, sorry, I was gonna say it's officially 12:01 where Jesse is living.
Oh.
Yeah, it's officially midnight for Jesse, so it's actually his birthday.
Happy birthday!
Yes.
Sorry, what were you gonna say about the X-Files?
Oh, it's just funny because like the whole dynamic of the show is like Mulder is really all the way in on the aliens and all the conspiracy theories, and Scully's like really not into it or whatever. And it's like this girl could like legit get fully abducted by aliens, and then she'd be like, I don't know about this, Mulder. This seems kind of like.
What?
It's very funny. It's very funny. In the first episode, they like there's this bright white flash. They lose their memory for like 3 minutes. They have no idea what happened to them, and then she still is like, nah, I don't know. This could have been anything. Like, it's a great show. I actually really do enjoy it. But, and it's actually filmed here in Vancouver. So it's really funny because a lot of the times I'll see this and I'm like, I know that street. I've been. That's in New West. That's like. It's great.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah, like, it's very recognizable. A lot of the locations. Yeah, which is why
I
it's always like
started
raining in that
watching.
show.
Sorry, what?
That's why it's like always raining in that show. In X-Files.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my.
Sure is rainy over there.
Yes.
I've been watching The Good Place. Apparently, someone had recommended it as a really good TV
It is-
show, and I was
it's really
like,
good.
oh. I didn't know what it was, and so I started watching it, and it's great. I'm
It's
having a great
fun.
time with
I
it.
very much relate
They
to
should
TV.
take some of my fake swear words for it. I've never watched it all the way through.
Oh yeah, but they don't swear in it. Yeah.
Mhm. Well, they try.
I don't really
They
watch
try
much TV shows, but I watch a lot of like design stuff. My two favorites are Grand Designs and Extraordinary Homes. And it's basically me for Extraordinary Homes, me going, wow, you have so much money and you built that piece of crap
Oh my
in the name
God.
of art,
Gosh.
and you attempt to live in it.
I love it.
But I find it fascinating, especially because most of them are like overseas in Europe.
Right.
And I'm just like, oh, look at that beautiful Irish Greenland.
Amazing.
So pretty. New Zealand. Oh my gosh. Yes, I got tubes with a green shell.
Yeah, I felt that. I'm offended. What was it? I also tried watching Bridgerton because apparently people are really into it, and the second season came out. But my attention span disappeared immediately, and I helped Matthew make a business card.
Right. Right. Those turned out good though.
I feel like
The
there's a
samples
few.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Good.
Sorry, what,
Like-
geek?
I feel like there's a few shows that are like set in like these old time periods that people have recommended to me, but there are, as you can imagine, for someone like me, so many scenes in there that I'm like, I have to skip so many scenes.
Yeah.
I don't watch things like that.
Yeah,
And they're like, oh no, you can't skip them because there's,
they're
Like,
like
narrative
important to the
stuff, I'm like,
storyline.
bruh, not worth it. If I want to watch this time period, I'm gonna watch Keira Knightley, Pride and Prejudice.
Aw.
Which I mean, I'm fine with. The last thing I need is find another thing to waste my time with when I should be choreographing. I do
Right.
enough on my phone, and I prefer doing this anyway. But I'm like, I want to, but there's so many things that just get. Like my mom apparently got through all of Game of Thrones, and I was like,
Oh.
how? And she's like, oh, I skipped all the other stuff. And I was like,
Well, you
Mom, there was
missed half the
context
show.
in there.
Yeah.
And like apparently that's what I'm told. And she was like, oh, that explains why I thought the plot didn't make sense.
That explains it.
I came in last. Also, who is who? There's someone in this race
Yeah.
named Who.
Who? That's really funny.
Who?
Who?
Who are you? Who, who, who? I'm not going easy on you.
That says the Schur shows are great. So Michael Schur, they did Good Place, like The Office, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I do like.
There's a bunch of those shows. That,
Surprisingly, I like The Office.
Parks and Rec, he has one of them. Yeah. The Office is like pretty hit or miss. There's some episodes that are actually really hard to get through because they're so like there's the dinner party one or the Scott's Tots episodes, and it's just like
yes, both of those. I agree. I'm like
they're so hard to sit
I guess
through.
it's funny, but also I can't.
It's
so cringy. I just sit there. I'm like,
it's difficult. It's like actually difficult.
I will
to watch.
say, pretty much after Pam has her first baby, I'm like, all right, I'm satisfied. All I cared about was Jim and Pam.
Yeah. I feel like after Michael,
especially because when I did finish the series, I was like, I didn't like Jim by the end of the series.
Oh really? Yeah, I feel like Michael leaving the show was a big hit to the overall tone of it too, like just in general.
Yeah.
And there was one point where I thought they would kind of like get past it. Like they had this sort of growing pains. They kept bringing in like guests to like. You know, flesh it out or whatever. And at one point they had like Will Ferrell, who basically was like the same character as Michael Scott, and that was annoying. And then they killed him off.
Sure. Yep.
But
killed him off.
Yeah, they did though. And so, but then they brought in, they like made Andy the manager. And I thought they were actually going in a really interesting direction with it, as he was like this total underdog manager, and everyone hated him, but he was actually trying his best. And then he like gets the tattoo of like the dog or something, and when like actually like earns their respect. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they're actually like going somewhere that I'm really liking with this whole character arc. Like this is actually surprisingly good. And then they just like completely pull a 180 with it and ruin it. And yeah, I was like pretty disappointed by that, because I thought they were actually doing something compelling with it, you know. And I was rooting for him. I was rooting for the underdog. Yeah. Oh well.
Gosh dang TV shows.
Yeah.
Also, I love that Geek and I both slammed into the same wall together.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
100%.
Oh dear.
Bonnie says that Will Ferrell had a head injury. He didn't die.
Oh, he just had a head injury. What? He was like in a coma or something, wasn't he? Or
Yeah, it was something dramatic.
something like that, and they they wrote him out. That's the point. He was out of the show, which is fine.
Low-key, one of my favorite characters though is Toby.
Toby. Oh, Toby.
And how much
Poor Toby.
Michael Scott hates it.
He endured so much. But Toby's like love of Pam was like very creepy.
That was creepy.
Very creepy. Yeah.
God, murder. And his mushroom.
No. So he's still one of the most perfect shows ever written. I bungled myself in that parking lot. Avatar, Last Airbender, I think best show.
Still have yet to see it.
Super
It's
good.
so good.
At this point, it's like too late.
Oh, it's
No,
never
it's
too late.
not!
It's never too late. No, it's so good. Like
I
the
didn't-
world building is insanely good. Insanely.
I don't think I actually watched all of Avatar until like I think I started watching it originally in 2014, and then I dropped off from it, and then I think I actually finished it all in like 2019.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
It's
Yeah.
so good. There's like start to finish. It's like, you know, so many shows, they start off really strong, even have a very strong like middle seasons or whatever, and then the last season tends to kind of be weaker. But that's not the case with Avatar. Like right down to the very finale, it's like it's actually good, and they hit it off. They tie up all the loose ends, and they end the show on like in a really good way. And I was like, that just doesn't happen often enough, you know? Like that really satisfying payoff of an ending.
Well, that
very
being
good.
said, everyone should watch Steven Universe because it is one of my favorite TV shows ever, and it's also a cartoon. But the way that they tell, the story is so good, and it also has a really satisfying ending.
All right, I need to put that on my list. But I found out recently that there were some like spin-off books for Avatar, so I read those, and they were also really good. Like they're full novels. I thought they were graphic novels actually, and then I borrowed them from the library, and no, they're just like full-on novels, a little more mature than the show, but really good as well.
When your kiddo was going through his phase where he was really into like rocks and gems and stuff,
Yeah.
I'd recommended that you guys actually watch Steven Universe.
Oh, he's still into rocks and stuff too, but maybe not as much as he was back then actually, but he still is, yeah. That geology.
I can only think of one animated show that I like obsessed over, but it doesn't work on its own because it was just an addition to the movie trilogy, and that was How to Train Your Dragon Race to the Edge.
Oh, you know, actually, I never watched that, but my son did, and the bits I saw of it actually looked pretty good.
The first one was rough. Like the very first episode was like, okay, it's a little awkward, but then it got a little bit better after that.
What's the other one? It's the Dragon Prince.
Oh yeah.
I think I've probably mentioned that before. It's like one of the writers from Avatar had basically branched off and created this.
Right.
So it has some of the same voice actors from Avatar, and it's so good.
I've heard that one's good too. Yeah.
The first season's a little bit janky because they haven't really sorted out their animation style in it, but the storyline is so good.
I actually tried watching as well because I really love Avatar. I tried watching Legend of Korra, and I honestly,
oh yeah,
I wasn't feeling it, and I felt bad for not feeling it.
That's what I hear from a lot of people who love Avatar is that they just could not get into Legend of Korra.
And like, it sucks because I love the concept of it, right? And like the world building was so good in Avatar to see like where, okay, you know, given like this amount of time, like how does the world progress? You know, they have their own little industrial revolution and all this cool stuff, and it's just like actually watching it, I'm like, I really couldn't find myself getting invested in these new characters. I just really wanted to know what was up with the old characters, you know. And it sucked. I really wanted to like it, you know. Big disappointment there. Also, Jesse says that I'm a ditto. I'm not.
He also asked if Ditto. Wait, what is it? Does Ditto deserve to be a Pokemon? Of course. How else would you breed your Pokemon if not for Ditto?
With other Pokemon?
No. Only Ditto.
Only Ditto.
And Bonnie says that all Pokemon are Ditto. All Pokemon.
Touché.
I'm probably good for like one more race, and then I should probably wrap up.
Yeah. All right.
Same here.
Yeah, we can
Think about
wrap it up.
I don't know, brushing my teeth.
What for?
You know, the important stuff.
You do?
Oh yeah, it's a good thing to do.
I agree with that decision.
And I mean, I don't work tomorrow, so if you need me for anything, let me know.
Wait, so when you like you didn't hand in like notice or whatever, you just like on the spot quit the job, basically?
Yeah, I emailed. I shouldn't have unhid that message, Bunny. You shouldn't have said that word, and I unhid it. I'm
Oops.
removing it now. But
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oops.
but I mean, he could be. I don't think he is, but.
I don't think that was the intention.
I'm gonna guess no.
But yeah, I absolutely, like, I just waited for the okay from Matthew for him to be like, yeah, I support your decision. And I just wrote an email and it was like, hey, effective immediately, I quit.
Damn.
My key's in the
Damn.
my key's in the top drawer.
Damn.
Oh, I was just so done. And
That's
like
gotta be so satisfying.
and I told my coworker, I'm like, I am one like work-related meltdown away from just quitting.
Yeah.
And today was the day.
Guess so. That's
It's
rough.
like the starfish in Finding Nemo. Today's the day!
There you go. But you know what? Like, good on ya. Good on ya. There's a bit of like, there's something cathartic about it. I think, like, when I quit at
Absolutely. And like
the bank that we worked at, man, like I felt good.
yes.
I felt real good. Yeah. No regrets there.
I wish I had done something like that at my last retail job. Working at a flower shop. It was terrible. They
Oh
were
yeah, I remember that.
super terrible to me, personally. Not always, sometimes. Both my mom and I worked there, and they were terrible to her. And
Aw.
she was the one working the hardest, and like she had all these back issues and everything, and she was given anyway.
Yeah.
I could go on forever.
Mm-hmm.
And like both my mom and I, like we just didn't want to like stay at home or whatever, because we understood small business, whatever.
Aw.
But like I just casually was like, oh yeah, I need to have like no hours now, you know. Like I disguised it as like, oh, I'll be a seasonal employee, and then when they messaged me, I just went, no. Like afterwards.
That's
I wish
just
I had been
no.
like, y'all don't know how to run a business. Y'all are terrible. Y'all are no help. And you don't know how to schedule anything. We're out of here. I wish I had done that. My mom warned them for months that she was gonna quit, and then I'm trying to remember how it went down, but I feel like she just eventually was like, y'all are all idiots. Bye.
First place.
We were there because we were desperate.
First place.
Yep, I feel that.
That
no
sucks.
regrets. That's me, buddy.
We've been there.
That's-
We've been there, and then I was getting full time at the dance studio. I was like, bye guys.
Bye.
Oh, poor
Ow.
he's getting tired. I know we're getting tired too. We're calling
Yeah.
it. We are calling it. Geek comes into this like parade with your arms in the air. Funny.
That was a good race, though.
I don't.
I
I
finally
don't know who
won.
technically was the winner, but I know that I wasn't, and I congratulate everyone else
Oh,
for probably
same
being
here. Like,
better.
I know I didn't win.
Yeah. I won that one. Just that one. I don't know what the standings overall were, but
I
definitely.
won the one where it was like me and just Matt.
Top.
I won that one.
You were in the top 2 at the very least. So
Yeah, out of
Yes.
all of this, I won a total of 1 race.
nice.
We've been playing for over 2 hours. I won 1.
1-1.
We were too busy chatting. We couldn't focus.
That's true. Very true. Very true.
Aw. Buddy, I'm glad we were able to lift your spirits a little.
Yes.
Hopefully you're able to have a restful evening.
Yes. This was so fun, though. We should do this again. I think like we're at the donation fund. It says 76% of the way, but between the super chats, which aren't counted in that, and some
Right.
other things, I think that we pretty much reached the goal. Pretty sure.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
if
yeah.
anything like maybe $100 away-ish, but we're pretty
Maybe.
dang close.
Yeah. Yeah. So I feel good.
Mhm.
I feel good. Yeah.
Thank you everyone for your generosity. I super appreciate it. I came in 3rd? Natsu, you're lying.
Whoa.
I don't come in 3rd. That's outrageous.
Or is it?
That's outrageous.
Or is
I
it?
can't believe it.
Well, I guess we should wrap this up since we're done the races and all getting a little sleepy, especially Geek, because I know time zones be like that. So
Midnight.
yeah. So oh, hold on, another donation just rolled in from JB. Thank you, JB. Super appreciate that. $30. Incredible. So
Yeah.
thank you everybody who donated today. Just I'm like someone threw in $100. There's a 50, 25. Just every little
Oh,
bit
yeah.
counts. It's just really awesome how generous and how awesome everyone's been. So we really appreciate it. I know Jesse does. He's been like, we were talking the other day, and he's all like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna make this whole thank you video. I cannot believe everyone. I appreciate it so much." So it's gonna be awesome once we get this computer into this man's hands. So to wrap this up, I guess we'll start based on the stream layout. We'll start bottom and go up. Geek, if everybody's like, "Oh man, this person was cool," I'll listen to her talk about, I don't know, a video about Banjo-Kazooie. where could people find you?
Well, you can find me here on YouTube. I am the Geek Apprentice. I had a video come out today about Banjo-Kazooie. I am streaming tomorrow night, a little later than normal because I have to take over a couple classes for a friend. Streaming some more Kirby, like I do on Fridays. And tomorrow, hopefully, I will be recording a video to upload next week. That's a very, very not plausible, but also very dark Zelda theory about the sequel to Breath of the Wild, so just putting that forewarning out there. I do not think this is actually a thing, but it came to my head when I saw those 2 new clips, and I was like, I'm running with it, why not?
Nice.
So yeah, I do things there, like ranking videos, sometimes randomly theories, and I gush about music, and now I'm feeling motivated to do another Sims cast here. It can be fun, figure out who the other 4 need to be. But yeah, I'm just a geek, and I like different things. I'm also on Instagram and Twitter. Twitter basically just promotional purposes, but everyone says I should have it, so I do. And then Instagram, sometimes I do random AMAs, and then I don't respond for almost the whole day.
Dang.
Oops. Awesome.
Dang.
and 𝗶𝗵𝗲, what about yourself?
I am 𝗶𝗵𝗲.
Mm-hmm.
You can find me here on this channel whenever we do a podcast or something, and also on Twitter at 𝗶𝗵𝗲. And you can follow my Instagram that I don't really post on, but sometimes I post fun fan arts from other things, at 𝗶𝗵𝗲 as well. And my
my Twitch, twitch.tv/𝗵𝗵𝗲 with an extra A. I'm hoping that I'll have some more free time to finally be able to stream, because I would love to pick up on my playthrough of Twilight Princess and Tunic. So I will keep you guys posted on if I'm able to sort out a stream schedule.
Tunic looks so. I need to play that game. Looks so good.
Tunic.
You sent me like a code for it too, didn't you? Oops.
Yeah, I sent you
Oops.
a Game Pass code.
Oops.
Also,
I need to get on that.
Verum, we did not do Kahoot tonight. We only did Mario Kart. It wasn't the actual podcast night. We're still trying to get Jesse that pooter.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Once he's got his pooter, then the Kahoot shall resume. So it should be fun. Should be fun. People are saying, yeah, Bonnie says, 𝗵𝗵𝗲, play more Tunic. They're down for that. Virum also just super chatted. Mr. Kahoot and Mr. Stream, but much love to y'all. Yeah, but there was no Kahoot tonight, but thank you for coming and saying hi and for the super chat, and we appreciate you being here. I know you're here very often, Virum, so you know we appreciate it. And I guess I am Daniel, aka 𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃, and I make Zelda videos sometimes too. I actually have a video dropping tomorrow, a new dungeon design video. It's gonna be real good. And yeah, they're pretty fun. So you can catch everyone, all three of us, all our socials links, pun intended, are in the description of the video, as well as that donation link if anyone still wants to throw in a few bucks towards helping Jesse. It's all very much appreciated. We're all very excited to get this guy back to work, as it were. So we appreciate it. Yes, any final thoughts, anyone, before I hit the end button, or should we just...
I got none.
That's okay.
I'm tired.
Sweet. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for playing with us. Thank you for donating, and thank you even if you didn't. We just appreciate you being here and hanging out with us. So yes, thank you everybody, and have yourselves a good night.